Quick content warning. We hear zombies got on. Not classified as family friendly. Our content is not meant for young viewers or children. This video should make contain profanity, crude humor, and other humor not appropriate for children under the age of 14. Discretionally advised. Or in other words, listen to the man.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Hello, everyone. I hope you are well, well rested, well caffeinated, have yourselves a good day / night. How do you do? I'm in dire need of a nap. And my lights aren't working. Somebody light the pumpkin. Somebody please light the... Ah, there we go. Ha, 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 ha. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry. How do you do, everyone? I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good day / night. I hope that you're well caffeinated. I hope that everything's been going well for you. Matter was spooky AF. Oh, Lord, help me. I'm working on so much stuff. I haven't had a lot of time today. The entirety of my day was eaten out from underneath me. And, okay, so I've got new stuff I'm adding, but we're going to add it on Saturday. I'm going to add everything all at once to make sure everything's just done at the same time, because I'm essentially going to be doing a Grand Cafe reopening. All the rebranding and stuff should be done by then. I should have everything worked through that I want to do. I should have all the new cards and stuff done. The new channel point redeems done. The new effects done. All the stuff. Can you get a water? Maybe. Maybe you can have some water. But how do you do, Fuzzy? I hope you are well. Get some hearts in the chat. Did you today? Yes, I did eat today. Actually, I ate relatively well today. I am here. Hi. Wait.
I am here!
Don't like tea or coffee. What else does what else does the cafe serve? It serves boba. It serves soda because a lot of people just like soda. We got milkshakes. I'm all about some milkshakes. We still have no hands. I'm not gonna have hands for a while. That is taking. It takes a lot of time, effort, and resources, and I'm working on it. But even after the hands were drawn, putting them on this dude has been chaos for me. We're working on it. We're getting there. Of course, it's food. There's candy. There's cakes. There's biscuits. Good biscuits. There's sandwiches. Pumpkin pie, because I have no morals on whether or not I'm a cannibal to my own kind right now. Also, speaking of drinks and stuff, I got to try something, and I am shocked. I am shocked. I am very shocked. I got to try the Dirty Mountain Dew, which is the cream soda dew, and I thought this was going to be awful. I thought I was going to hate everything about this. But it's actually shockingly good. I'm almost upset at how good it is. It's not the best. I'd rather have like a Dr. Pepper or a Dr. Pepper cream soda, or like a cherry float Coke soda. I'd rather have one of those. Yeah, I'm going to get Dr. Pepper cream soda. I fucking love Dr. Pepper cream soda. I don't drink a lot of it because like it's so sweet that I wind up like drinking it obsessively. But yeah, no, like that would be a thing. I'm all the variations of Dr. Pepper are a problem for me. Like hardcore, I drink way too much. I drink way too much Dr. Pepper. Like, way too much. Okay, well, no, I used to. I actually don't drink anywhere near as much right now. And I drink some Dr. Pepper Zero right now. And that's about it. I've actually been, like, cutting down the soda a lot. Everyone in the house has. Dr. Pepper's a dangerous soda. Yeah, if I start drinking Dr. Pepper, that's it. We're now stuck on drinking shit tons of Dr. Pepper. I do love me some root beer. Like I have been actually pretty good about soda. I'm kind of shocked for me of how good I've been about soda lately. Like Dr. Pepper is like the addiction for me. Like it's like that. Like one Dr. Pepper. Like if I go for like months without soda, one Dr. Pepper ruins it all. That's it. We're screwed. I'm just drinking copious amounts of soda at that point. We are in trouble. But when I do, it's cream soda or the Dr. Pepper one. I got goodish news for my dying hard drive. For my dying hard drive, it has been sent off to the company recommended tech guys to evaluate and try to recover my data. I have bought myself a new, bigger external HDD, 8 terabyte, and after setting it up with a less warm and stuffy spot, it is up and running. Hell yeah, that's exciting. I hope you get to save your data too. But no, so how is everybody? I have some good news to announce as well. I was looking over the data for the cards, and they did exceptionally well. So, because of this, I'm going to be giving you guys a few treats. They're going to be included in the unveiling on Saturday. But I'm going to be giving you guys a couple of treats that are going to tag along with that. For one, adding some more stuff to that set for you guys, but also just giving you guys some freebies and some no treats. But yeah, no. So we're going to like I've got some stuff planned for you guys because of how well that went, and if it keeps doing well, you're going to keep getting some more stuff. I've got a lot of stuff planned for you guys coming up over the next coming month. Lord help me. I have been super busy. I would have had more done today. Oh no. Oh, ah! Ugh. Ow. There was more stuff in that than normal. What happened? Oh. Wait. Please tell me that. I'm gonna need some after that. Please tell me that parameter didn't restart. Oh. Sup, Blaze? How do you do? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. Okay. Yes, you did manage to catch a stream on time. We were just starting off today. Okay, so I have more that I can give and do for you guys, apparently, that I did not know. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Muffin button.
You don't hear the chat point redeems? Does anybody else hear them? Ah! Got muffined. Because I'm hearing them. Y'all should be hearing them too. I need to see if I need to fix them. Okay. Okay, so apparently, I'm not going to tell you everything that's here, but apparently, Streamloots gave us new mechanics to add to the cards. Now, I'll admit some of the cards volume is lower because I turned down the card volume.
Believe in me. Believe in the
Kamina
Kamina
who believes in you. The cards the card redeems are separate. They're separate from point redeems. Heard Buffett button. How's it going, Soul Reaper? But no, apparently I have new stuff that I can add to this stuff that is going to be very interesting. As well as there are going to be some things that are going to be added to the point redeems. Actually, I say some. I've got like 13 different commands that are going to be added to the point redeem system. That should be a lot of fun for you guys. But no, apparently I have new stuff I can add to cards for new mechanics. Ooh. Ooh, I'm very excited for this. Oh, that just made this week so much more interesting. You do not understand. mm, mm, mm. Let me check a thing. Let me check a thing. What was this?
Netty has purchased 10 packs.
Get some hearts in the chat for Nettie! Oh, wait, did you get anything that I'm going to be having absolute fear and death over? Oh, Lord. Get some hearts in the chat! I love that card. Oh, Lord help me. But yeah, no, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. And I'm actually really, really excited right now. Y'all do not understand. Let's see something here. Jesus Christ. Holy Christ. Ow! That's getting a special modification I think y'all are going to enjoy. I've been working hardcore on this, especially after seeing how well everything went. I was like, oh no, I gotta do more stuff. I gotta add more stuff. We gotta have more things happen. Like, it's just gotta be a thing. It's just gotta be a thing. Ow! Rude! Let's see. I gotta check a thing. Because apparently we have a new thing. Oh, no. Ah! I do like me a muffin, though. They're all quiet sounds. Are the cards quiet sounds, or are the redeems quiet sounds? Like, the thing's throwing stuff at my face quiet, because if that's quiet, I know why that's quiet. I can fix that. No. No! Somebody fucking clip that shit! I can't. Oh no! Oh my! Oh my God! Lord! Oh goddamn! Oh fuck! My chest hurts. God damn it! My fucking ribs! Oh no! Oh God! That was fucking hilarious! The fuck happened? That was the most fucking perfect one. It'll never be as great as that again. Lord fucking help me. Jesus Christ. Lord, I'm dead. Lord, I'm dead. God damn. Jesus Christ. Oh, I have to. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. I have to. I have to. Jesus freaking Christ. God, I'm dead. God, I'm dead. Jesus Christ, that was fucking epic. Lord help me. It's a good start to stream, peeps. It's a good fucking start to stream. Jesus Christ. Pikachu just fucking shit himself. Oh, God. Ugh. Lord help me. So I got another trick or treat. Oh, God. So you're going to fade for that. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Fine. I'm good. Good.
Dude
Oh,
has
God.
purchased 10 packs.
Dear God. Some more hearts in the chat! I'm gonna die! Oh, oh God! You know what? That's it. That's it. Like I can't. It can't get any better than that. You know what? Just I'm done. I'm just done. You know, I'm just. It doesn't get any better than that. I don't know how to. I don't know how to beat that. I'm gonna go take a breather. Be right back. Lord, there. Jesus Christ. I didn't replenish that one card since it was my last. The timing of that shit was perfect. Sit up. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be bad. What did we get? I gotta know. I want to know. I'm terrified to know, but I gotta know. Lord help me. Oh my. Bro, as soon as you said, dear God, I legit said there's more. My brain has been wired into that meme. Oh God, there's more. You got a card. No, Panda is going to be, Panda's going to be in the process of moving that day. Oh, no.
Hazard Spaghetti Cac 80 has purchased 5 packs.
Jesus Christ. Get some more hearts in the chat. I'm going to die. You mean 2 days? There's no tea. I have no tea. Wait. I have a reasoning even for you to like coffee. Wait for it. Here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Just for you. I'm going to give you, by giving me some coffee, I'm giving you coffee. Here you go. We need mystery or mini packs. Ha ha! Ugh. Coffee. I'll do it again. Don't make me do it again. But we need some mini packs in the chat. If one of my moderators could please help with that, I would appreciate. Wait, I'll do it again. I'll have my coffee. Now! Now? Now. Now? Now. Now? Ah! Ah! There it is! Coffee. We will always have our coffee. I will caffeinate to my heart's content. Oh. Lord help me. Hello, Carlos. How are you? I hope you are well. Okay, so before I start into the game and everything else, I do have some things that we're going to like very rapidly discuss. Okay, so I do not overwork my mods. I got a break yesterday. I didn't even stream yesterday. Tired doing a double shift. Jesus Christ! Well, I hope you get some time to rest. Okay, so I have something that I am taking into serious consideration. Because I'm doing basically a full channel rebrand. We have patch here and everything else. So I'm looking into a few things because things are really taking off with the VTuber, with patch, with all the stuff that I'm doing, with all these different weird effects, all this weird silly shit, all this, that, and the other, right? We got a lot of stuff that's going on that's really just going well. Also, if I didn't properly say hello to you, Hawkeye, hello, Hawkeye. But no, we've got some stuff that we're going to be working on. We got some stuff we're going to be working on. I'm doing, like, Saturday's going to basically be our grand reopening, where I'm going to be, like, changing a lot of the channel art. We're going to be adding a lot of stuff to, like, the Twitch stuff. There's going to be a lot of things added to the card system. We're basically doing a full, fresh, like, kick it in the face kind of start, come Saturday. But I've got something that has been weighing very heavily on my mind. Something I've been looking into the possibility of doing with this rebrand. And I'm not 100% on if I'm going to do it yet or not. Because part of me really wants to do so. And part of me absolutely despises the idea. And it's one of those things, like, I can't decide which side is winning on this argument that I'm having with myself. I am currently a VTuber. I am currently being this character of Patch Hollows, which is still me. I'm still doing everything I normally do, but I'm doing a full rebranding of the channel to kind of make things fresh and new and interesting. And the channel's about the look of the channel's about to reflect everything. Like, when you show up to my page, it's going to reflect that, whether you appear on Twitch or YouTube, or if you show up on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere else that I'm located, it's all going to reflect the full rebranding. There's going to be content posted literally fucking everywhere. Everything's getting a rework. I'm putting in a lot more work and effort into doing what I want to do with this. I haven't been this inspired in a long time, but there's one thing that causes a slight hiccup. This character, the character that is currently me on the screen and the one that I currently interact with, is Patch Hollows. And I am Zombies Go Nah. So I'm contemplating changing the name to match the character. I have several different reasons for this thought. Not just so everything matches. There's a lot of stuff that makes me contemplate doing this. Of changing the name and everything else to fit the branding I'm working on. I don't... Looking into a lot of stuff and talking to a lot of peeps that do stuff like this, a lot of peeps agree that's probably the right idea to do. And from a I guess for lack of a better term, from a business standpoint, it makes sense because it makes everything match and line up. It makes things less confusing. You know? But at the same time, there's so many peeps here that have been with me for... I've had this name forever. This name has been my name forever. You know? So I don't know exactly how I feel about it yet. I do want your opinion on it. If y'all have an opinion on it, I want it. I want to know what y'all would think. Because that would be like the one change that I feel like would be the massive change. Me doing VTubing shit, that's nothing new. Me making new weird shit, that's nothing new. I've heard some YouTubers say changing your channel name will cost you half your subscribers. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Okay, so like I have been someone to say this before because I've watched stuff like that happen, but it's literally circumstantial what you're doing. But there's also the fact that like I've lost a ton of viewership. The peeps that will be here are you guys. I have several reasonings and thought processes behind it. Some behind the scenes things, some other issues and things, as well as I feel like it matches everything. Fan of Zombies Gone On hosted by Patch, but not the channel name change. And I get that because a lot of stuff's themed around the channel name. A lot of stuff, like I have a lot of my branding right. I've had the name forever. I've done everything with it forever, and it would be a massive change, and there would be a lot of people that wouldn't even know who it was. It would be a confusing thing with somebody like some kind of like big grand display. It's like, hey, this is what we're doing, and this is why. Oh. And type something out. It's up to you at the end of the day. I'm sure about the name change. On one hand, it would make sense for what you're changing the name. On the other hand, I've known you as Zombies Going On for 4 years now. And yeah, there's some people who have known me for that for even longer. Candy's throwing because I was having to type something out, and I have a testing button that is a hotkey that will automatically hit it. Sorry for the delay on the mini packs. They are ready now. Thank you. Grab that link right there to grab you a free mini pack. But no. The content's staying the same. How I act is staying the same. But a lot of this channel is changing. A lot of this channel is changing. Everything. Everything's changing while not changing at the same time. Because I'm adding new stuff. The channel looks different. Everything looks different. Everything acts different. Except for me. Which that won't change. I can't be anything other than what I am. Sorry, I'm going to be the weird, derpy, loud, obnoxious nerd that makes fucking weird jokes and fucking says titties. That's going to be a thing. That part will never change. I couldn't change it if I tried. I have tried. I've failed. Anybody remembers the Apocalypse days? You know why. And the Kappa days. Lord, the Kappa days. But there's... I've left a lot of the past behind recently. A lot of my life has changed. The last 12 months, my entire life has changed. Wasn't here for the Kappa days, but I was with other streamers. So we all thought YouTube was gonna go goodbye in terms of streaming. Yeah, it was a rough time. And I had to censor myself a lot and do a lot of stuff. And eventually I just said, screw it, that's not what I was about. And I just leaned very hard into what I always was. But I have grown and changed so much. There has been a lot of things that have changed. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I'm definitely not the same person I was when this channel started. I like to think I have grown an exponential amount personally. And I don't know. How's it going, MT? Yeah, you were here for that time frame. MT is one of the few peeps here who's seen literally the full evolution of his channel from start to finish. Back in my day, Zombies was streaming off a laptop. Yeah, I was. Lord help me. You head off. Good night and take care. Have a wonderful night, dude. But that's part of this.
Aren't you going to help too?
No.
Is it because you're old?
Yeah. Wait for it. Back in my day, zombies didn't always go no. Zombies didn't always say titties. Oh yeah, we were all about streaming off the laptop. I had the most scuffed setup you've ever done seen. I had a laptop, and for my second monitor, I took apart an old Wii U display unit from the GameStop I worked at, because they were throwing it out. And I gutted the monitor, this big ass fucking monitor that was literally like, Lord, I want to say that shit was like 7-8 inches thick. Had it propped up on 2 Pokemon ETBs, Elite Trainer boxes, so it would have room to breathe so I could put the HDMI cable into it. Hooked that shit up to a laptop. Had it all on top of an old drafting desk. It was a sight to see. Wait. Let me see if I can pull up this old ass thing here. Let me see. What? Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it for you. Cause this was scuffed. Oh man, what this scuffed? Oh boy. Let's see if I can pull up this one. Put y'all through a whole stroll down memory lane. That's when I upgraded it the first time. Where's the original? Let's see if we can find it for you. Really trip you out. Where did I put that image? Oh boy. There it is. There it is. Yep. Okay. You want to see my first streaming setup ever? You want to see what it really looked like? You want to make me for real? Here we go. Here we go. I got to turn off the pixelation for a minute. Then go. Oh boy. Y'all ain't prepared for this. Bam. That's what my old streaming setup used to look like. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, wait. this big hulking thing right here, this thing, that came out of a Wii U display unit. That came out of a Wii U display unit. This right here, this was the theater light I used to use. The old Yeti mic. The old laptop with an additional StarCraft freaking keyboard. StarCraft 2 keyboard. This right here was a Logitech C920. Used to be the absolute gold standard for digital cameras back in the day. If you were streaming, you didn't have one of these cameras, you were not a streamer. This right here, this little box thing right here, that, and this, those are 2 Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes that came with Pokemon cards that were holding this thing up so I could actually hook the HDMI cord through the bottom of this monitor, which also had no sound coming through it because I didn't get the speakers with the machine. This light right here was an additional light for additional camera angles. And you can't see it in the window, but the window had bed memory foam for sound dampening so you could actually fucking hear me. This is what my battle station used to look like. This is all I used to stream on. And somehow we fucking made it work. This is how this worked out. That was it. That's where this all freaking began. Was on this setup right here. We then later upgraded. I don't have a picture of my current battle station. I'll have to take a picture of it so I can show all you guys later. But then we went from that to this. This was after like my first like super big boy paycheck from YouTube. We went all in on this. There's angle 1. And then this was the other angle from the front so you could see what I was working with. Had my first stream deck right there. I say this was after the first big boy paycheck. I had already been grabbing parts and upgrading parts of this at the time. We'd already upgraded the PC at the time because I had been setting aside and putting stuff together and working with stuff and so on and so forth, trying to make it work. I got like a better audio controller that I had attached to the thing. Like I went all out for this. This is probably the most organized I ever was for how my setup was. This is probably the absolute most organized I ever was. I'll have to take a picture of what my current streaming setup looks like so y'all can understand how much even more it has grown and evolved. Yeah, I was watching South Park. Is when I had 2 monitors. I had 2 matching monitors. I felt like I had really moved up in the world, but I had 2 matching monitors. But yeah, so this is where we were. This is what I later upgraded to. Had the camera like literally mounted to the wall. I mounted the camera to the wall, the Elgato to the wall. I still had, I was still using the Yeti microphone, but I finally got a boom arm for it, so you weren't hearing noise every time I was slapping the table or something. Because like this glass table made a shit ton of noise. And then we had to move, and the glass table actually lost a part, and we moved once and it was fine, and then we moved a second time and it was not. Because I lost a part and I couldn't put this desk back together. We had to change desks. I'm now on my 3rd different desk I've had since streaming. But yeah. So this is it. This is what's happened. And now it's changed dramatically even more so. I have the Dead Space themed rig that I built. I have a solid oak desk now. I have 3 monitors instead of 2. I use Elgato. I have an upgraded Elgato Stream Deck. I have the Elgato camera, the Elgato microphone now. And through all these upgrades, I, for the most part, have remained the same in how I act and how I do things on stream. I don't have an image of the third desk yet. I will put that in the Discord, though. I probably have one somewhere, but it's on my phone. These are on my computer, so I have quick access to them. I can just drag and drop them in here. I probably have a picture of my setup for my phone on my phone somewhere, but I'd have to dig around for it. We'd be here all night just waiting for me to find an image. And I'm not going to take a picture of it right this second because my desk looks like shit. Well, it's not that bad. It's just got figures all over it right now because I've been cleaning and organizing. Let me see how much of this I can get into frame for you guys. Don't just expect my desk is a mess. I'm in the process of literally rebuilding the entirety of the office. Let's see how that looks. Let me do this and do that. This so we can see everything. One pop figure that's in the way. Adjusting that monitor. That pop figure that's in the way. As I said, I'm reorganizing everything right now. So you'll have to just kind of bear with me. There. Let's see if I can get this to go, because the office is also currently very dark. Back. Okay, let's take a look at that. Yeah. All right. One sec. I'll get this to you. Here we go. I managed to get it. We got it. It's not the best picture because it's still dark in my room. But it'll suffice. It'll do the job. So you can have an idea. Beep. The way I cheat this is I have a thing where I just send images to myself on Discord to a conversation I'm only having with myself. It looks like complete and utter chaos, but it'll work. Beep. Minimize. And drag and drop. Oh, Jesus. It's fucking huge. So this is what it currently looks like. This is my current setup. So yeah, if you're ever curious to what a streamer's desk looks like, this is pretty much this is it. That the computer itself is freaking huge. This is also what I see in DMs with Zombie whenever we talk and share things. Pretty much. Must be dark coat. It is. Needs like 6 more monitors. But yeah, so this is what everything looks like now. I just ignore the duster can there. I just got done dusting the computer. That's one problem with having birds. I have to dust the computer literally once every 2 weeks guaranteed. So yeah, this monster behemoth is what I stream with. This is my setup. This is what I work with. It's changed a lot throughout the years, but it literally lets me just do the same thing, just better and more efficiently. So yeah, this is where I work. This is where I do things. Just 6. I was thinking you should have a wall of monitors. Lord, I wish. Lord, I wish. But yeah, see, ta-da, what do you think? Ta-da, the whole big thing. Still love my computer. I still love my computer, which I wouldn't have if it wasn't for all you guys. Weep. Big, hulking, massive machine that trips everybody out the first time they see it, because it is a monster to lug around. It weighs a ton. I'll repeat, is a good set. Yeah, Kami's got to see it in person. Kami and Dude have both seen it in person. Shaman has seen every iteration of this layout and has had to work in front of it multiple times. So yeah, this is it. This is the desk. This is the battle station. This is where I do things. It's got the PS5 there. You can't see it, but there's a Switch 2 dock there, which I don't have my Switch 2 in because I've been playing Pokemon Champions in other rooms of the house. So yeah. But that's part of the reason why I've thought about the name change, is because I've changed a lot. And now I'm a pumpkin. I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of way about it. There's a mega plethora of reasons why I've considered it. I've had a couple peeps tell me that they think it's a really good idea. I've had a couple peeps that don't like it because they don't like change, which I completely understand. Like, it is a massive change. It is a massive idea. Really puts Pumpkinhead into use. But that's why. I've been called zombies for so long. And you know the ironic thing is, I've barely done anything zombie related other than Resident Evil. But I do spooky stuff all the time. And the little spooky pumpkin dude I like to think fits everything. I have fun doing this. But I part of me feels like it's the last thing that ties me to the old. Also, my take on a rename is simply this. Do you want to do it? Do you think it needs to happen? If yes, then yes, absolutely. If no, then no, don't do it. It would take me reaching out to a lot of my fellow content creators and being like, hey, so I'm not the same name anymore. It's like, I'm not the same name. A lot of shit's changed. Look at this. Bam. Because there's a lot of our friends that haven't discovered I've become a pumpkin yet, that have been tripped out by seeing it. The thing that keeps me from it is if I were the key thing. There's one thing that keeps me from doing it. And the one key thing that keeps me from doing it is if I were to ever decide to revert back, it would be harder to revert back than it would be to stay insane. And the answer is more Resident. I mean, more zombie content. Yeah, definitely more zombie content. Patch powered by zombies, just in case you're ever live in person. Yeah. I'm going to think on it some more. I'll have a decision made by Saturday. We'll see where everything goes. I'll kind of see where everything is with this by the end of it. I've had a lot of thought on it. You think it'll help the channel grow? Go for it. We'll all still be here. We'll all probably still call you zombie. There might be a few confusion at first, but that'll clear up for most people in a month. The bigger issue would more be, would you also change accounts and stuff like Epic, Steam, Nintendo, etc. For accounts that will let me change my name, yeah, the name would probably change. Like, it would change just to match theming, just to make it easier for peeps that are in streams. Like, who the hell is zombies? Because like, you can change your name on Steam, you can change your name on Steam, you can change your name on Nintendo. You can't change it on PlayStation. I don't know if you could change it on Epic. I don't think you can. So there will be a few places where it will and will not. Change it up. My sister did once. Then I would probably change it in places just to make it easier for like new peeps that are finding me. If they're trying to join in matches and stuff, they would know who I was. Another thing it would kind of do, and I know it's going to sound kind of bad, but another thing it would kind of do is there are a lot of peeps around the channel that are just inactive. They've moved on. They found new peeps to watch. They may not even watch YouTube anymore. Whatever the case may be, they've all gone through. They've done different things, so on and so forth. So this would kind of either A, revitalize interest, or B, it would clear a lot of them out. Like, I know it would definitely clear a lot of people out, probably on my Nintendo Switch list. Like, who the hell's Pumpkin? You know? Who the hell's Pumpkin? Who the hell's Patch? You know, that kind of shit. Like, that kind of shit would probably happen. It'd probably clear a lot of people out, as well as it might revitalize interest by some people. It's like, who is this? Da-da-da. Because, like, there are a lot of instances where changing your name does kind of nuke you. It does. Like, I'm not going to lie. I know, like, I would tell people all the time, don't change your name, it's going to nuke you. But the exception to that case is people that do like I've done, where they've gone from a person to, like, a VTuber. They'll usually, a lot of people change their name to match the character, and that usually does well for them. Change the channel emote to an image of Patch and keep the same name. It would also help people know it's you and not a guy they never watch. This is also true. The channel emotes would change. I'm actually going to probably keep a few of the old ones, but we're going to add. I've got new ones that I'm adding. But there are a few that are going to completely change altogether. Because I'm trying to make everything uniform. That's another thing, is I've spread myself out so far. There's so much stuff here that people don't understand. They don't understand Ivan, Ashford, Chibi, Haunt. They don't understand, like, explaining all of this to new peeps coming in. Peeps don't know. Half the peeps here in chat don't know who they are, what they represent, any of it. And that's part of it. It's gotten confusing for some people seeing the shit. It's like, well, what is this? What is this variation? What is this version? What is this thing? Da-da-da-da. So on and so forth. If I put Ivan in a thumbnail, people immediately know it. If I put Haunt or Chibi in a thumbnail, they don't. Because a lot of people associate with that. My channel icon's different than all of those, because it's my old Animal Crossing icon. Like, everything's different across the board, and it kind of allows me to streamline everything down into one very condensed point of reference, which is another like massive reasoning for the consideration of it. It allows me to consolidate everything down, and I have things in place to like still have those characters represented. When you see it, I don't want to kill off the old. I don't want people to think that's what I'm doing. I don't want to kill off the old. I'm making something special for peeps to still have that here. But a part of that would probably come with the name change. And this isn't something that like I thought of overnight. Ironically, I was thinking of a name change before patch became a thing. The name change idea is kind of why patch got created. That I got really tired of people saying, "Man, you look so sick or tired." But that's part of it. You know, that's part of it. Is I've been contemplating it for a long time. Does it need to be a thing? I've had this thought process since I had a conversation with you guys literally a year ago, where we were talking about all the new stuff I was going to try to do back when I was still in my grandmother's house streaming, when I was still taking care of her, because I saw everything in my life changing and falling out from underneath me. And now everything's different. My life is amazing. But because of that, I still feel like this is like the one last thing. But it's also why I want to talk to you guys about it. Because I know that a lot of you guys like the name. I know how attached you are to things here in the channel. Some things that change, you guys don't necessarily mind, but really miss the old stuff that would be there. You know? So that's part of it. I don't want to just like, fuck you guys, yeet! And just like everything just like immediately change. Just throw it out. I value your guys' opinion, because you guys are the ones that are always here. Even if I were to grow to an astronomical size, at the end of the day, it would always be you guys that I would look to the most. Like, literally, like, across both chats here, about, like, the 18 to 20 people that are here across both chats, that you guys are the core people that are always here. You're the ones that support me. You're the ones that make sure that I don't ever go hungry, that my computer always has power, and that entertainment is always provided for my audience. Do appreciate you brought the coffee cups back. Thank you. And there will be more. There will be more. We're helping! There will be more, because I do, with the grand reopening, one of the things that will be happening is the backdrop's going to change to be, at least in the chatting section, my backdrop's going to be the back display with all the coffee stuff. Get more hearts in the chat! But yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it. And I know people are going to feel some kind of way, and I just hope that regardless of what changes, y'all are still along for this crazy, bizarre fucking journey. You know? I feel like that's a big deal to me. One sec. So, yeah, And that one's been weighing on me for a long, long time. And it was one of those, like, if the VTuber had done horribly, it wouldn't be a thought in my mind. Because I was like, well, if that kind of a change made everybody just, like, hate this, then I really can't even consider the other. Meow! Hi, Panda. And those things, like, I'm not gonna, like, freak out if, like, people were to ever get the name wrong or anything like that. Like, I know it would be, if I did do it, it'd be a massive adjustment period for everybody. It would be a huge adjustment period for everybody if I were to do that. But, it's... Hi, I'm just screaming. Why are you screaming? Change the channel name. It will take time to get used to, but at the end of the day, it's still you, and that's why I enjoy the channel. I appreciate that. That's the thing I keep having to stress. Like, I've had lots of people that, like, have seen the model and have come to be just appreciating the fact that other than the model being here and all the new effects, the channel still does the thing of playing games, has the same personality, like, is just the same as it's always been. So I receive one paycheck and that's it. Wait, what? Like, are they withholding shit? Maybe we'll call you zombie patches. Just be Z patches. Because I've been called zombies and Z for so long. So that's what everybody refers to me as. I don't ever get referred to as my full name. Which would be another thing is when I were to go to raid people, I wouldn't have to deal with people not knowing how to pronounce my name anymore. No mileage for February, March, or April, and 2 paychecks, so missing. I would be losing my shit. Do you have any way to, like, get a hold of people? Because they have to pay you that. That is owed to you. They have to pay you that. They cannot withhold that. They cannot hide that. People don't know how to pronounce zombies go nom. It's the B throws everybody off. The B throws everybody off. They call me zombies go gnome all the time. A gonom a lot too. Gotta be careful if we try to abbreviate. Nope. Don't want to get confused with Zatch Bell. That's why it'd be Zatch. There's hope that we might be getting a revival of that series, by the way. I've been freaking the fuck out of that. Just change your name to Wiener, because you are... That's rude! Also, it's now Thursday. Alright, peeps, I have a very important mission for all of you. Right now, I need you to do something that's very important. I need you to do it, like, right this second. I need you to do it really freaking fast. I need you... to throw cake into the chat! We need cake. We need lots of cake. I need lots of cake right now. I need cake everywhere. Why? Because it is now officially Shaman's birthday. Happy birthday, Shaman! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shaman. Happy birthday to you. Have some cake. Was that a bear? Ah! Did I just get hit with the Grizz statue? Ow! Lord help me. But happy birthday, Shaman! Yeah, I do have access to everyone's phone number. Well, use it and scream at people. But happy birthday, Shaman! Still need to decide what I'm making you for dinner tomorrow. Set of cake. I can launch a secondary bakery. Secondary bakery, go! hit with a microphone. Where did that come from? But no, happy birthday, Shaman. Message me later what you want to eat so I can try to find a way to make it happen. I gotta cook good food for you. Ow! Was that a steak? And a can? Lord. You patches, did you see the new PvE mode they're adding to Rivals this week? I have not! Should I Pinkie Pie's party cat right now? Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for that, name. It's too simple and easy to steal / copy. Be proud that they be proud they get it wrong. See, he's getting hit by all the things throwable. Well, see, and that there is another issue. Actually, there is another issue. There is another content creator with my name. There is another content creator that has my name, kind of. Because after they discovered me, they added more to it. Because there is another content creator, they're a Hearthstone creator, and they're a good creator. They're a good content creator. It's not me sending any way, shape, or form any kind of shade to them at all. At all. They're a great content creator. I watch their content for Hearthstone information. But they are like, which was really ironic. That's how I discovered them. Was I made a Hearthstone stream a couple of times, and I got things got flagged to both of us. We had to have communications about it. I was like, wait a minute. Because like their name is like Zombies Go Nom Nom, or it's like Nom Nom Nom. It's something like that, and like they make Hearthstone content. They make great Hearthstone content. If you like Hearthstone, I suggest watching them. I would heavily advise you go watch them if you like Hearthstone. But yeah, so that was a thing. Seen that name before when searching for your name on Twitch. Yeah, they're both on there's also like 2 others on Twitch, one that does Pokemon content and one that does Hearthstone content. And one that does something else, like they have a channel, but they don't do anything with it. To get 30 Streamless cards, can I make a deck? But yeah, so that's another thing that it winds up like, and I know that winds up causing conflict for both our channels. Which has been another reason why I've been contemplating it. But don't get me wrong, there's also multiple people named Patch on YouTube. Just not Patch Hallows. Ow. Hence another reason why I'm considering it. I know this is supposed to be a gaming stream, but it's kind of turned into like a chat and show. I'm sitting here just going through all this because this is a big one. This is a big one. What does this card do? Uh-oh. What does what card do? Oh, no. Oh! That one's getting some new toys added to it to make it a little bit scarier, too. Ugh. But yeah, so no, that's why it's a consideration why we're talking about this right now. Destroys the enemy here. Oh wait, wrong card game. Lord. But yeah, I want you guys to know. First off, the first thing I'm going to say, if I do change the name, that is going to be my decision. If I do change it, I'm not that I put a lot of things up to votes and polls on YouTube and in the Discord. This will not be one of those things I do. If I do decide to do so, then that is something that I'm going to have be completely my own decision. For what I think is best for me mentally, personally, and for the channel. So if that changes, that'll just be how that goes. That's just gonna be how that's gonna work. I may have to change the thumbnail after this because of this just being like just a chat and chill kind of type deal. Since zombies got patched. But at the same time, if I do, I hope that everybody can respect that and why it's happening. And I hope that everyone would still be here. I understand people that are like, that's the last straw, can't do it, fuck it. I'm done with this shit. He's done too much. I can't handle it. No. It's bullshit, man. Can't do it. Can't do it. No. Yeah. But to the peeps that stick around, I will greatly appreciate you. And I will do my best to keep entertaining everybody. Patch hasn't died twice. Love that one in the patch notes. Change name, unsubscribe, unfollow, leave the Discord. There are people that do that kind of stuff. No, not again! Lord help me. But no, Jaden, legitimately, there are people that do that. There are people that do that. Like, it happens. It happens a lot. Which is, it's one of those things that it'll be a risk I take if I do it. It'll be a massive risk if I do it. But I've taken risks before, and I always tell people that you have to constantly keep changing, keep evolving, and you got to take risks if you want to do anything on this platform, on either of these platforms. Gotta take risks, make mistakes, and get messy! Was that a fish? The hell? Okay. Risk for the chocolate. Oh, it's done. I'm gonna have to actually do something about that. I'm actually gonna have to change that hotkey. Gives that you're gonna get a peek behind the curtain for a second. I have to change a hotkey because I need that key to walk. How do I do that? There we go. There we go, and still works. Okay. It's like I had to, it's like, oh, if I play this game, like, the S key is to go down. Fuck. Because I don't play this game with a controller. Oh, no. But yeah. But I did want to discuss this with you. I'm getting to escape back tomorrow. Hells yeah. Hotkey is F9, hacks the disease computer. I'll probably change it so it's activated on my stream deck later. I needed something fast to test it with, and the S key was the fastest thing to test it with. When I was working on all this. And everything I was playing at the time used a controller, so it was fine. And I was like, this will be fine. This won't cause me any issues. Then I go to type in my stuff for the Discord for the day, and I watch Patch just get the shit beat out with the amount of times I have to type the letter S. Good Lord help me. But yeah. It'll still be a cafe. I would still call you peeps. I can't call you peeps anything else other than zombies right now. But it would still be a thing. Kids F9, Lord help me. The zombie evolves into an armless pumpkin. That's a cool evolution. It's Digimon rules. It works. Digimon rules. Hell, like, a lot of my design for this character actually comes from this. Like, a lot of stuff, like, I keep adding and changing and moving around, as well as how I control him and do things with him. As I've said before, this was a free model I got off of Steam, but a lot of the stuff that, like, I work with, changing the lights to work this way, adding patches to him and stuff, a lot of it comes from this. Let's see. Beep. Beep. Ta-da! It's Pumpkinmon! So, if I ever evolve this guy into something completely new, it'll have to be this. It'll have to go one of two ways. It depends if I go classic or if I go new age. If I go classic, sec. If I go classic with it, then I'd have to turn to a fucking Frankenstein because Pumpkinmon's original Digivolution was a freaking Boltmon. Because that makes fucking sense. First impulse was to say something like Pepitas? Pepid? How do I pronounce that? On second thought, it might be a weird idea. Or if I go new age, my evolution, the way I could see this being an evolution for me of some kind, is turning into something themed like this. This is Noble Pumpkinmon. But yeah, before Noble Pokemon came out, he was fucking Boltmon. He went from that itty bitty little puppet pumpkin to Frankenstein with a goddamn battle axe. Because it was originally the only way you could digivolve Pumpkinmon was to DNA digivolve him with Skullmeramon, and the two of them became that guy. They finally gave him his own Digivolution, like in the 2020, 2021. You see Boltmon, they both have an axe, and that was good. That's supposed to be the logic behind it, was to do that. Into Scarecrow Jack Skellington. Yeah, I love this design. I am enamored with this design. I want to do something akin to this if I ever upgrade. This is like the actual like thing I want to like kind of do. Not exactly the same as this, but like have some of the thinking behind this. I'm so mad that Bandai has not given me a card of this guy yet in the Digimon TCG. The second they do, I don't care if the card is absolute garbage. I'm going to run an entire deck based around it. But he never gets any love, and it makes me sad. But the reasoning, like, legitimately, like, 100%, like, I am literally this. This is literally my stream in a nutshell. A pumpkin playing video games. That's legitimately what I am in a nutshell. Oh, he definitely has a lot of Persona 5 vibes to him. He definitely does when he evolves. But it's a pumpkin playing a fucking video game. That's what Pumpkinmon is. He's just a pumpkin playing a fucking video game. So you can see where the thought process went with this. Pepitas. Spanish is pronounced pretty much like Pepitas. Okay. I can work with that. I don't think I would change the name of that to everybody because like I don't think people would immediately get it or understand. But I have some things I could work with like that. I have some things I could possibly function with that. But yeah, so that's where we are currently at with things. I hope, regardless of what we do here, that you guys are okay with it. Speaking of PvE Rivals mode, there's not much info besides it releases next week and little other stuff. So likely playable characters are going to be Jeff, Thor, Blade, Punisher, Squirrel Girl, Black Panther, and Cap. They'll all get their own unique abilities and upgrades like the previous PvE mode. There will be 4 major bosses compared to the 2 in the PvE mode. It's also called Blood Hunt and is based around Dracula being freed by Spider-Man. Huh. I do love me some Spider-Man. I do like the story of Spider-Man versus the vampires. That was actually a really good storyline. I'm not one to change to watch other streamers much, so kind of stuck here. Well, I appreciate that. But yeah, I guess, like, now that I've been here since, like, 10:40, I should probably play a game. It's now 12:20. Lord help me. I advertised a game to everybody. So we're to pick you up by the pumpkin stem. Will you just start kicking your feet like a me from the Me Plaza on the Wii? I'm working on something for that, actually. Oops, we got talking. I mean, but see, that's just it. Like, that's actually something that, like, I... Uh-oh.
Panda says don't look in our walls.
Don't look in your walls. But that is something with all this. Spider-Man unintentionally freed Dracula in the new map. Oh shit. There are a lot of things that have changed. There are some things that stay the same, like me just like, oh, well, I got on a tangent. I wanted to talk to everybody and I didn't play the game. There are a lot of things that like happen now that are just like the old days where I first started, but I've also started doing so. All this new evolution is literally me going back to where I was like in 2019 and 2020, where every day there's new shit, every week there's new shit kind of type deal. And then I get distracted just fucking talking to people. Sometimes I know you guys just need to talk, and sometimes I just want to talk to you guys, and I also don't want to fucking blindside people. I really don't want to blindside people. I feel that's rude. I play a game, I feel the boss I'm facing will get one hit KO'd. Which that is something else that's going to be happening. There will be more chatting streams that are coming. Because I have a lot of just random weird shit to talk to you guys about. And I feel like that's kind of the time frame we need right now, is people need to chat. The blindside didn't work, but they had it coming. They absolutely did. Abso-fucking-lutely did. But I try not to blindside the peeps here. That seems rude. But yeah. I hope everyone has enjoyed the changes that have come up. I hope you've all enjoyed the weird shit that I've built for you guys. I hope you enjoy the new cards. I hope you enjoy the new look. I hope you enjoy Patch. I really hope you guys are having fun. I really hope you guys are enjoying things, because I know I've done a lot of shit really fast. A lot of shit really fast. But I'm having the most fucking fun doing this shit that I've had in years. And I said this before, but I'm proud of myself. Coffee? Coffee for me? Ah! Thanks, random citizen. Capacity Lego streams. I'm working on that. And thank you. I'm actually working on that. To do Lego streams requires me to have a second camera. We're working so hard on the card system again and making that such a big deal because, for one, it does help keep the lights on, it helps keep us fed. But the other thing is, a good majority of what the card system winds up paying for is the additional stuff y'all get for stream. One of the upgrades I need, if I'm going to keep using patch, is a secondary camera. It doesn't got to be an expensive camera. It's going to be probably a Logitech C920. But I need a secondary camera so I have something I can aim at my hands. So y'all can see stuff get built and put together. So I can go back to doing things like Lego streams. So I can add other things to stream itself. So that's that. It's not possible right this second, but it will be possible soon. That's one of the first things I actually plan to do, was so I can still give you the type of streams you like. I can still give you stuff like the Lego stream, because I made a promise to you guys that you would still get the same type of content. You would still get what you've come here for. I have a camera you could have? I wouldn't want to take a camera from you. But yeah, I want to make sure that all the stuff I promised you before was still a thing. Like, so that's it. Is like, I need to do stuff to do that, and that was one of the ways to do it, was to make sure that was a thing. So that's how that's going to work out. There will be stuff like that, as well as, like, I want to do stuff like board games occasionally. I talked about doing that, and I'm looking into how I can do that a little bit easier. How I can do stuff like board games with peeps, because I have peeps that, like, I want to have over to do a board game night and to do stuff. Me and Myuu play a lot of board games together, and I think that would be fun every once in a while. Not like an every type thing. Tabletop Simulator could work. It could, and, like, I do have plans for that too. Do not get me wrong. Tabletop Simulator is definitely a thing, and it could be done for that too. But I've got some that I own the physical game for. Well, everything I use in Tabletop Simulator, I own the physical game for, because that's my rules. Only download stuff I have the physical game for. But I have stuff that, like, it's easier if you have... It's easier in person than it is through Tabletop Simulator. But no, I do own Tabletop Simulator. There will be some stuff that I will do that with. Do not get me wrong. That'll be a thing. I've been working on that in the background too. That is a thing. That's been in the works for a hot minute, and that's about to come to fruition. I just gotta talk to a couple more peeps before I finalize that. But, like, having the ability to do, like, physical ones as well, because I know people like to see the physical stuff. They like to see the physical stuff. They like to talk about the stuff and all this, that, and the others. That's part of the reason why that's going to be a thing. The physical ones will be treated kind of like a Lego stream, versus Tabletop Simulator I could do as, like, a just multiplayer collaboration day. But, like, doing, like, the actual tabletop games is ways I can get Myuu more involved with stream when they want to be. So she can do, like, ta-da! Lego patch skin win. Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. I'd have to figure out if there's a way I could do that. That'd be really fun. But yeah, no, I have been talking about that on and off for a couple of years now, and that's something I actually want to add, is doing that. Because it also coincides with the Lego streams. If I can get that set up working, I can also have streams where Myuu and I build Legos together. Because my office, the way everyone thinks it looks huge, ask Kami, ask Panda, ask Dude, ask Shaman. They've all been in this office. They've all seen how much I cram into a very small space. And then I use camera angles to create an illusion to make it look like this place is massive. This place is hyper cramped. There's room for me. And that's it. I built a cubicle in a room to stream and to also control audio and everything else. Not as bad as a garage. Nothing is as bad as a garage. Camera magic, man. Patch use trick room. Lord, okay, so like random just off topic thing. I've been playing Pokemon Champions, running a trick room team with Figuraf or with Figuraf and Mega Golurk, and I finally lost after a 22 win streak. I'm very proud of me. A TARDIS, the office is not. Oh yeah. What's up, Painter guy? You look microwavable. I mean, anything is microwavable if you try hard enough. It's just not advisable. So that's why I've been seeing you on Pokemon Championship lately. Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Champions like in my off time. Like, I only play like 2 or 3 matches at a time. Like, because like my matches don't last long. I think my longest match has been like maybe like 8 minutes. That's why I specified the camera work when I said Time Lord technology. When I said it was Time Lord technology. Before streaming the first time, I went through a lot of research before ever streaming to figure out how to do my camera like that and how to basically cheat setups and make things look presentable. But yeah, no, this is a easy living space. And I've always worked that way. I don't like big office setups. I had one for a little while, and I streamed it, and my back wall was so far back behind me that it made everything look really awkward. So, like, in the monstrous sized room, made a cubicle anyway, because I feel comfortable in small spaces. I feel like I'm one of those people that could live in a coffin and be pretty much okay. I have no claustrophobia. I have more issues being in bigger spaces than I do in smaller spaces. Don't put the cat. I forgot that was a quote. I forgot that was a quote. Lord help me. But yeah, no, this place is like teeny tiny. It's hard to have multiple people in. And now that I have like the VTuber, like if I have multiple people at my desk, it doesn't know who to track. Every time Myuu's in here, it tracks Myuu before it tracks me, and Myuu stands further away from the camera than I do. I don't mind small spaces, but I love big spaces. I don't. I've never been a fan for like big open vastness. Like medium-sized room, because I can't stand trying to squeeze into spaces. See, I'm a big boy, but I can squeeze into all sorts of spaces I probably shouldn't be able to. But yeah, no, like I've always preferred like a cubicle style size for like my workspace. Like beside my desk to like leave my office, like if you go around my office, the space right next to my desk, like right to the left of my desk, has enough space for technically 2 of me. In front of my desk only has enough space for 1 of me. And that's it. Behind me, I can barely push my chair back before I hit my back wall. Like, I do not have a ton of space in here. So I'm working on a setup in another room running off of, yet again, a laptop, minimizing a lot of this shit down to be able to do, like, physical board game nights. That would be a little more low tech than what this is. They would still work for the most part, but like there'd be a lot of like fat trimmed off of this because I wouldn't have all the console scenes connected to the laptop version, which take a lot of power off the computer to do. Like I have no filter is me appearing out of nowhere and jump scaring my husband. I'm a tiny fluff nugget of a human being, so I love feeling like a kid in a huge room. See, I don't like that. See, I thought I was 5'7". We discovered recently I'm 5'8". So, yeah, I gained an inch out of somewhere. Out of nowhere. So like I'm 5'8", and I'm like, now I'm like 250. I was like 280 for a while, so we've lost some weight. I've shrunk down some. So I'm not a small individual by any stretch of the imagination. I'm short, but I'm not small. 5 wood, so you would tower over me. It's like it's bad. Aside from my brother, I'm the tall one in my family across like a lot of my family, because all the tall people in my family don't exist anymore, sadly. So yeah, no, like it's strange that I'm the tall one for the most part, except for my brother and one uncle. Because my brother, like, and what's really weird is when you sit me and my brother down beside each other, we look like we're the same height, because I have a very long torso. But because I injured my legs, I injured one of my legs, and they had to stunt the growth in the other one, so my legs are short. So when me and my brother sit next to each other, we look like we're the same. We look like we're the exact same height, and then we both stand up, and my brother is like 5'11", which was apparently the height I was supposed to be according to my doctors. So I was supposed to be apparently a lot taller than I am. So that's always funny. There have been people that like my first introductions, they see me sitting down and my brother sitting down next to each other, and we stand up and we're like, there's a dramatic height difference. They're like, what the fuck happened? Seems like the under 5'5" club is here to the Twitch chat. I think if I remember correctly, Myuu is like 5'4". Mizu's like 5'4" or 5'5". I can't remember. She's like right around. She's just a wee bit shorter than I am. She's shorter than me. She's taller than my sister, because her and my sister hang out a lot. My sister's like 5'2", and my mom's like 5'1", so they're both like itty bitty. I sound 5'9". That's like a weird trait I have. A lot of times I can usually like get kind of a guesstimate of how tall people are, because I can hear them. And like my hearing is my only good sense. My hearing is like my only working sense. Like when I met Dude for the first time, I knew exactly how tall he was going to be. I don't think Myuu expected me to be shorter than her. No, she did not. She did not. Guess today is going to be just a chatting stream. I mean, yeah, it kind of. We have to like change title and thumbnail later, because like it's already 12:30. I've already been here for like 2 hours just talking to everybody. I'm 6'3¼ but I'm always in a wheelchair and can't fully extend. That's good. I had a friend who was like that, so I know that like his biggest thing was always complain about like he was feeling like he was always cramped and confined. He always felt like he was cramped and confined, so he would always ask me to take him out places. He always wanted to go places where he had like a lot of empty space around him, because of stuff like that. Surprise chat and chill stream. Yeah, kind of. It's been a while since we've had a surprise one happen by accident. Say hi to Myuu, and the same as her with quiet steps. Yeah, Myuu's like super quiet a lot of the time. I've got a roommate that's quieter than her. Made me jump out of my skin. Like I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. So I was in the kitchen and I was working, and I was cutting some meat in the kitchen, and all of a sudden behind me I hear, "What you cooking?" And, woo! That almost didn't go so well. They thought it was hilarious. I did not. Girlfriend loves making fun of how short I am compared to me in a best friend way, which I don't mind. I have a good view of my girlfriend from my height. Lord help me. Scare the shit out of Frank the other day because he was zoned in his game and didn't hear me. Almost broke his headphones. Like, I've actually done that on stream. Y'all have seen that happen twice now. I've been jump scared by something. I had one time I was jump scared in the game, and I chucked my headset. I had another time, you guys scared the hell out of me so bad, I chucked my headset off my head and broke my headset. I've done that twice now. I've had 2 headsets die due to being scared shitless. I never said it was you. I at the time I didn't tell you guys it was y'all who managed to make me break my headset because I didn't want y'all to feel bad or feel obligated to get me a new one because I would have felt terrible for making y'all feel bad about it. But now that I've replaced the headset, yeah, y'all should feel proud. Y'all managed to kill a headset. Just to be like the dude who throws his glasses, but with headsets. But yeah, no, the headset I have now is like like we got one that was like super durable, so I wouldn't have to worry about that again. I still have Dude and Kami to thank for the headset that I currently have that is more durable because they're the ones that grabbed me that one. Lord help me. But yeah, no, like my last headset that died, y'all were the ones that managed to kill it. Throws headset, immediately replaces with another headset. Okay, so fun fact. Ever since that happened, I do have backup, like, equipment now. Like, I have a backup microphone, and I do have a backup headset. I found a headset that was... It's almost the exact same model that I have. It went on clearance at Walmart not that long ago for, like, $30. So I bought it, so I have backups. I was like, you know, I break enough shit dies that, like, I kind of, like... need backup, so if I find shit on clearance that's at least comparable to what I own, I buy backups now. I need to eventually get a backup mouse just in case. Watching Naruto Shippuden. Oh, what part are you at? I don't think I've ever broke anything for being scared. Yep, nope. I got jump scared to shit and back and launched my headset off of my head. Like it like just yeet and it cracked where the adjustment part is, and it broke it in such a way that like I couldn't like duct tape it or anything to fix it. Like it was done. I broke that shit. So you get a new mic, but that will come later. Honestly, I tell a lot of people check Walmart because the original HyperCloud X microphone has been going on clearance at Walmart, and it's like $40. It's a great quality microphone. I've used it on stream before because I was testing it out. And it lights up a nice, really pretty red color. Except for one of the part where Naruto shows 4 tails and fights Orochimaru. Ah! I need to go back and, like, watch that again. Got a mic from Walmart. It was $30. Well, see, that's just it. That's why I tell people, it's like, always check your clearance aisle of Walmart because tech is such a niche thing that it goes on clearance all the time. As well as, like, people forget to fucking change prices of shit. At least at all the Walmarts I've been to, people forget to, like, change, like, pricing on shit all the time. So, like, I got a $120 mouse once for, like, I want to say, like, $55. I've gotten great microphones for super cheap. I've gotten great headsets for super cheap. I bought 2 of the headsets, so I would have a backup so Myuu would have one. So Myuu's got a headset upgrade for the next time she plays Fortnite with everybody. Headset Eat has 1 PP and does huge damage. But yeah, no, so like there's but yeah, no, you'll find some great deals. Just go to your clearance section of a Walmart. Found a mic on clearance for $5 off. I also found a 4TB drive for $50 off in the clearance aisle too. See, like, go check your clearance aisles, people. Check your clearance aisles. Like, definitely. Like, if you go to Best Buy, look for anything with a red tag. Because red tag items are items that have been returned within 2 weeks. because they have a 2-week return policy. You return it, you can just return it for whatever you paid for it. But if it had, but they have to put a red tag on it because it's an open object, and those are like super cheap. Like I got an 8-bit DOE controller that's like a $70 controller for $30 off at at Best Buy. I got a second edition of the Kill Switch 2 case for the Switch 2 for like $40 from Best Buy. I've gotten keyboards from Best Buy for dramatically cheap prices because they got one that made noise that was too clicky and they wanted something quiet. I got one for the one I use now was because they returned it because it didn't have the clicky noise they liked with it, and I like quieter keyboards. That's how I got my Huntsman for so cheap. Walmart, I got my mouse because somebody mispriced the mouse. They mispriced it as the wired version of my mouse. So I got that through there. Or that's how I got my original one. The one I have now I actually got because of Dude and Panda comboing in because that mouse died. And I think that had to do with the move when that one decided to shit itself. And then there was the headsets I got, they were the backup headsets, they were like $30. Like a lot of my geared equipment, like I got my Switch 2 controller for the price of a Switch 1 controller because they had the Switch 2 Pro controllers in the Switch 1 Pro controller section with its label. So they sold it to me for the Switch 1 Pro controller price because that's what it was marked as. That's what it looked like. I even asked. I was like, look, man, I don't want to get you in trouble, but like, is this price right? And he looks at it, he scans it, he's like, no, that price isn't right, but since it's labeled here, I'm going to change the price, but I'm going to give you the price that you saw it at. It's like, that's how I get a lot of my shit, is by finding shit that's either mispriced or shit that's in clearance. That's like the best way to do stuff. Like, especially like, if you're streaming on a budget, there are two things I'll tell you if you're streaming on a budget. Like, say you want to get into content creation, say you want to do this, say you want to do what I'm doing right now. You want to do all this stupid shit, and you want to get shit thrown at your face. You want to do this. Okay, so if you want to do this, the ways I'll tell you, and it's going to, like, from a streamer's perspective, this is mildly morbid. But what you do is, for one, you check, of course, like Best Buys for returns, because you'll get a lot of people that buy the equipment and discover really fast they don't want to take the time to set it up or do anything with it, and they return it. But the other thing you do, get on marketplaces. The amount of people that, like, start and then decide it's not for them, they don't have the time for it, or they don't care for it, or they don't like it, or the people that think they're going to grow to 1 million subscribers in a month decide that they because they didn't grow in a month that they don't want to do it anymore. The amount of people that like quit YouTube in a month or quit Twitch in a month and then immediately throw all their shit on the Facebook Marketplace for dramatically cut prices, like, check that shit out. I got a capture card once for, like, I want to say I got an Elgato HD 60 capture card. I want to say I paid like $60 for it. It had barely been used. It looked like it hadn't been touched. I used to have 2 of the 15-button Elgato Stream Decks. One of those I got on Marketplace for like $40. That thing's still like $150 today. Like, I tell everybody, like, go, like, look on places where people have decided this isn't for them. You'll find it dramatically cheaper. Check for used ones on eBay. You also get people like me that, like, I upgrade my equipment. When I upgrade my equipment, I usually pass my upgraded equipment down to somebody else in the community that needs it. But there are a lot of people that when they upgrade their equipment, they sell the old stuff for far cheaper than what it would cost to buy it brand new. They sell them on Marketplace, they sell them on eBay, all sorts of stuff. Like, go, if you want to do this, you can do this without breaking the bank. The only thing I can tell you that you're probably going to spend a lot of money on is your computer, because even if you buy that on Marketplace, you're going to spend a lot of money on it. Except for one of my friends who got insanely lucky and had someone who didn't know what they had, and they just sold a PC for like a fraction of what it should have cost. This is not a hard thing to get into. I showed you guys. I showed you this. This was my first setup. This was not an expensive setup at all. This was a cheap setup. Anyone can start this. You can start from itty bitty stuff and take off. You just gotta want to do it, and you gotta keep putting in the time, and you gotta keep changing shit. You gotta keep evolving. Even if your equipment doesn't get to evolve, you have to evolve to entertain your audience. You have to evolve to entertain your peeps. You have to give peeps what they want. It's like, I want to ask a random question. I want a quick show of hands. Throw emotes into the chat for this real quick. I got a stupid question. How many of you peeps have ever wanted to be a VTuber? How many of you ever wanted to be a VTuber? Because I got like 3 things I can say on that real quick, but I want to know, how many of you thought of being a VTuber? Like the whole like dancing like little dude on the screen. How many of you wanted to do that? Put an emote in chat. It only got to be one. Just put some emotes in chat. Who's wanted to be or even thought about being a VTuber? Bonus points if you've looked up videos on how to do it, on how to succeed in being a VTuber. All right, so I'm already seeing a lot of you on this. Okay. I am working on a video right now talking about my journey of becoming a VTuber. And a lot of them will tell you like all the different techs and tricks and like things of like adding shit like this, to being a VTuber, right? They'll show you stuff like that, and they'll show you how to set up stuff like Vroid Studio and all this other stuff. They'll show you how to set up a lot of this stuff. And then and there's ones that are like, well, if you want to succeed and you don't want to be the guy that crashes out like a month, you got to find your niche. You got to do this, that, and the other. But there's one thing they never, ever talk about. A lot of them will tell you got to have a personality, which that's true for any form of content. You've got to have a personality to fit the audience you're fucking wanting to entertain, right? But adding stuff like this, I never know where it's coming from with that button, isn't the only thing you have to do. And having the personality is great, but there's one more thing you have to do if you're going to be a VTuber. I can go through everything of telling you how to set up your model. I can go through every which channel and telling you how to find a VTuber cheap, how to start off with a free model, how debuts don't matter, how there's a lot of stuff that if you're an indie VTuber that just does that, all these people that try to do this stuff don't work for everybody. Like the debuts don't work for everybody. If you're an indie VTuber, a debut where you're expecting to like debut to 100,000 people, that doesn't work. The reason why that doesn't work that way is because the people that do those big debuts, they have a corporation behind them throwing them to everybody. They're inheriting an audience to use. So first thing is just fucking start. Find your VTuber. I can do a thing explaining how to find a model, how to find it cheap and or for free, how to modify it, how to work with it, and stuff like that. I can show you how to do the animations. I can show you how to do the tricks. I can show you how to do the fun stuff. I can show you how to add all this stuff, but there's one thing they never fucking talk about that drives me crazy, and I've only seen somebody kind of mention it. They were live on stream, and they were someone who also people know what they actually look like. They know what the human behind the puppet looks like, and they were showing like how they move and how they do all this, that, and the other. I learned this very early using Ashford. You have to learn to physically emote. You're a puppet. You are a cartoon character. You are not... They don't see the human on the screen. They see the freaking puppet. They see you. People that remember my Ashford days remember him being hyper expressive because I was contorting my face every which way from Sunday. The next iteration of Patch here will have a movable mouth, so I can do that too. It'll also have the light up effect that I have right now, but he'll also have a movable face, so when I emote and make big faces, my character will make big faces. As stuff that, like, if Ashford hissed at people, I had to make the cat hissing face myself with my own physical face to do so. I became hyper aware of what my mouth movements looked like. You're an animated character. Be animated. That's it. Like, okay, so like I do the I'm just gonna get up and go now. I do it. Like literally, like I go from here to down and D, and we walk off screen, right? We do that, right? That's me taking my mouse, turning it onto my program, grabbing him, drag and dropping him, and walking the fuck away. Doodaloo. That's how that trick works. To do that, you have to think this is a puppet. I literally, when I'm talking to anybody who doesn't, like anyone in my family who doesn't understand what VTubing is, the way I explain what Patch is he is a digital Muppet. And the second that comes out of my mouth, everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. You need to be, like, if you want to be a VTuber, like, behind getting all the shit for it, you have to know that you are puppeteering your character. But instead of it being controlled completely at your fingers, it's controlled to every ounce of your face. You have to animate. You notice, like, when I pull stuff like this onto screen, you'll see me try to look along the side of it. Like, I'm trying to, like, actually see the item. I'm trying to be like, look, it's me. I'm still right here. Da-da-da-da. Oh, no. All for one place that time. Jesus. I prefer a digital muffin. Oh, my God. But, like, I go through great lengths to animate myself so I fit around my character. In my gaming screen, look, the gaming screen showed up. You'll see me a lot of times do this or this as I'm looking around my little tiny screen that my character can look at. I situate stuff, which I didn't situate this enough when I turned it on. I situate stuff so I can do this, so I can be like, hi guys, I'm still paying attention to you behind the screen. Or I'm still over here looking at this. I make my character look at my chat box when I'm talking to you guys, which makes the character feel more immersive. It makes the character feel more like they're actually a character. Like you're dealing with something that's alive. You have to be lively. You have to be animated. You can't just sit there. Oh no. I want some coffee though. Why is it always where I'm not looking? Like, when I laugh, I don't just normal laugh either. I throw my head back to throw my character's head back to show that kind of emotion behind it. I have my body trained to do the animations that my characters can do and what they can work with. One of these days, the coffee's going to get in my mouth and I'm going to be happy about it. But these are the things that, like, they never teach you, that they never say out loud. You have to be animated. They just say, you have to talk and have to have a personality, which is true. That is absolutely true. You can't sit here and just talk into, you can't just sit here and not talk. You can't just sit here and just go, yeah, you can't do that. You can't just sit there and just play game. You have to talk. You have to be able to have conversations. You have to have things locked and loaded to say to people. But at the same time, you, with a VTuber, the added addition to that is you have to be aware of your physical movements. If you're a theater kid, this will be second nature to you. Like, you'll just understand how this works. Patch is a bit of a wibbly wobbly guy. That's exactly it. And because I don't have arms and because my face doesn't move is why you see me move around so dramatically when I'm talking and when I do stuff. I already do that, but I do it way more. It's why you see like that little head round That's why you see shit like this, is I'm having to help better convey my emotion. Which, fun fact, if you want to learn how to do that, if you really want to learn how to do that trick, I'm going to get yelled at for this. Someone's going to throw something at me for this because of what I'm about to fucking say next. Watch Power Rangers. The Power Rangers wear helmets where the mouths don't move. Half of them don't even have mouths on the helmets. They have like they have a thing just over their fucking mouth, or they don't even have something that indicates there's supposed to be a mouth in that area at all. So everything they do to convey emotion other than what you're hearing, they have to move every which way. They're gonna tell me twice to watch the Power Rangers. They have to move every which way to convey their emotion. That's why we added the super light up to the mouth and the eyes, was to also better convey me talking to you guys. And why I make it where the louder I get, the brighter it goes. Up. Gonna consume some hydration. Because we all thirsty bitches up in here. But that's why that is. Is like, I do things to make it where y'all can better know what my emotion is. It's why I have shit like this. Where I could just be dead for a minute. Where I can just be like, blah. I have shit like this so I can do this. There's more emotions and things like this coming. But that's something else though that you get trapped into a lot. Everyone thinks you gotta have like a model with like 80 different fucking buttons. This is not the case. You need a few things to convey it, but your emotes and your ability to do stuff don't need to be toggles. Your ability to do shit needs to be able to be you. You have a puppet. How would you... Don't take this the wrong way. I swear to God, I'm not trying to talk down to you guys. That's not what I'm about to say, but it's going to sound really, really bad. You have to sit there and say, how would I convey this emotion to a child? I'm a puppet. How would I make how with a puppet that I'm playing with, would I make a child laugh with this character's movement? How would I make a child understand this puppet? Because a lot of old school puppets that aren't Muppets don't have a lot of facial expression. They don't have a lot of stuff they can do. They don't have a lot of arm movement. They don't have a lot of this extra stuff we have. So how do I convey that this is alive to a child's mindset? Because if you can beat a child, don't take that out of context. Do not take that out of context. If you can beat a child's imagination, basically, if you can sit there and be like, haha, I tricked the kid to thinking this is real, then adults can understand every last thing that they see the character does for expression. How would someone learn to be more expressive? Okay, so first off, watch something like Power Rangers. Watch something where the character doesn't have a mouth. Watch it. It could be puppets. It could be Power Rangers. It could be Stormtroopers. It could be Transformers. It doesn't matter. Watch something that doesn't have a mouth. And watch how they have to make it move to convey the emotion. Watch how they have to show body language to convey the emotion. Right? That's the first step. That is the first step to figuring out. 2, if you have a model that has movable facial features, the first thing I will tell you is to do 2 things kind of in tandem with each other. Watch the Muppets or watch Sesame Street to see how the puppet itself needs to move. Like, for me, like the getting up and walking away, the dee-lee-lee-lee-lee, that little thing, that's from watching the puppets. That's from watching how puppets move. I control Patch a lot like he is a Muppet. That is my thought process for anything to do with moving him, is how would a Muppet move? Then for anything with, like, advanced facial expressions, like Ashford, take into account what your character looks like. Ashford's a cat, so I watch cat videos for hours with different facial expressions, not just the funny cat videos, but watching scared cats, watching timid cats, watching excited cats. And that's how I got the ideas for how to make Ashford so hyper expressive. then when you're doing that, when you log in everything into VTube Studio or VRoid Studio or any of these like these studios where you get to rig up your character, right? In it, I won't be able to show it on here because of how I have my program done. But in it, in your settings, in your character settings, you have a calibrate button for your camera. When you go to calibrate it, it pulls a wire mesh version of what the camera sees of your face. When you talk, when you move your head, when you do everything, you'll be able to see what the wire mesh version of that looks like. Analyze that so you can get a bigger idea of, for one, what your character model's facial limits are, like how big they can open their mouth, how little they can open it, how expressive their eyes can be. You can get kind of an idea for that first. Then watch something in the medium of the art that your character is. My dude's basically a Muppet. We watch Muppet shit. When I was a cat, I watched cat videos. If you're an anime-themed VTuber, watch anime and watch for the big expressions. Watch how the character's face changes. Pick a favorite anime. Watch something like Bleach. Shonens are great for this. Anything with comedy, though, is better. Watch something that has comedy, because that's where the most expressive versions of characters are. When you see that hyper exaggerated expression, try to make the character that you're playing as make that expression. Watch One Piece. One Piece is great for that. One Piece is great for that. If you want something that's not anime but has kind of the anime flair, watch Avatar. Watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Watch Teen Titans, the original. Watch One Piece. Watch Naruto. Watch any comedy anime. Watch stuff like Dr. Stone. Jeff Dunham is a good example of a ventriloquist. He is. The only reason why I wouldn't use him as a reference for what I do is my movements don't match a ventriloquist puppet. They don't match something that's supposed to stay in one place. He's great. He is great for learning how to do. He's great for learning how to make characters, like how to get yourself into character. Now, when I made Patch, I went lazy and made Patch be me. Patch is me. Patch is zombies in a fucking pumpkin puppet. But with Ashford had to be a mysterious character that was witty and had to have a different voice and had to tell stories. Ashford was my storyteller. So we always had to go into the deeper registry, and we had to be kind of snarky. We had to have a little bit more of an air to our voice, and a little more of I almost feel like I'm know-it-all, but then I do something fucking stupid. Therefore, I can't be the smartest thing. It makes me seem like a know-it-all without sounding like an asshole, while still being allowed to be an asshole at the same time. So that kind of thing. It's like you have to figure out what kind of character you're going to give the character that's here. It's like you could take a character like Patch, and I could turn him into a storyteller character. I could go into my normal registry voice. I can go into the deeper tones and go and I can talk about dark stories and do dark storytelling. And I could do all this like creepy dark shit with him. I could emphasize it even more by adding effects, which effects are another good way to do this kind of thing. Of going, bam, we now have candlelight. The candles are lit. Let me commune with the spirits for a minute as I find a story to tell you by the candlelight. And you can go with that. Or, because my character is a small little guy, I could go into these super happy, peppy, like, I'm here for you guys. Look, it's a spooky little cute little time, and we're going to have a wonderful day today. And it may be spooky outside, but remember, guys, it's not really all that scary if you can just shine a little light on the situation. So don't forget your candles. It's all in how you want to emphasize your character. Learn who your character is. And then proceed to roll with it. Add to them. Add to their lore. Add to their tricks. Add to your scene. Add to your storytelling. Make them and the world that they are from your own. It's that simple. If you want to give yourself more of an idea of what your character is, you can also write a backstory. I'm writing a backstory for Patch as we speak because I'm trying to find a way to transition from the characters we used to have and use to why Patch is here and why he's the main focus. You don't have to tell this story to anyone. A lot of VTubers, they want to have that story. They want to have that thing. They want to have that whole background and story, which is great. And you can tell people that. You can absolutely tell people that. That's a great thing to have and to tell people. Go for it. It adds more to the community. Do that if you want to. But even if you don't do that, say you just have the story for your character for yourself. So you know what you're doing with your character. That bit about shining a light was so smooth. Oh my lord. Thank you! I just came up with that on the fly. I'm very proud of me for that one. When you think a voice mod to Asher's voice that Chewbacca made everybody lose their butts. It did! It did! Well, Asher returned. He's going to return in smaller instances than what he was. He's going to be making appearances. As well will the other characters. They're not gone. Patch may be the main focus, but everything y'all know isn't gone. See, I love character acting. I love character acting. I love to get into character. That's another thing that makes this so much fun. Patch is me, but I get to be more emphasized with it. Like, I'm not actually getting hit with shit. Ah! Ugh. But I know how to make it look like I did. Wow, I was like, oh, he's thought about this one. That was seriously good improv. Thank you! I love doing that kind of stuff. Like, a lot of the stuff y'all see me do with any character I've ever done, that's usually improv. That's usually improv. So thank you. I'm glad you like that. Like, even like coming up with the random character voices, a lot of that's just fucking improv. After I find a character voice I like, I practice it forever. But like finding voices for stuff, I look at the character, if they have a voice of their own that like is like Danganronpa, you get to hear like little bits and pieces of voices here and there. Then you're like, okay, so I need to have that kind of a tone for it. And then I just like, I roll with anything they fucking say, and then I try to emphasize that as much as I can. Or like games like Deltarune, I look at the character like, Ralsei looks like he should talk like this because he wants everybody to always have a smile on their face. And he's such a fluffy, cute little guy. And he just wants to give everybody else that same fluffy feeling in their hearts every time he says anything. And he just wants to make sure that everyone has the ability to live life to the fullest and be okay. And then you have a character like Susie where the voice registry has to be low and sounds like it's just done with everything until it gets kind of excited and then it revs up just a little bit. But for the most part, it sits in this kind of like, I just don't give a fuck because I got to be aloof. I've got to be the loner character. And then like when you have somebody who's big and monstrous and super like scary, like you got to sit there and think, well, how would that sound? How would I voice a scary monster? And you have to think about that along the lines of, yet again, every time I think about this, I think about my niece and my nephews. I think, how would I put this character in a story I'm telling them? So you have like the big, like you have, I can't remember his fucking name now, but you have, oh fuck, what's his name? Lancer. You have Lancer's dad. Lancer's dad is big, hulking, imposing. He towers over people.
So you need to have that deep, gravelly tone whenever you say anything, because he sounds like a monster. He acts like a monster. So you add that little bit of a rolling growl. Whenever you're talking, you're breathing, not because you're trying to do the cringy growling thing, but because you're trying to get that snarl from his voice because he has a fucking flat nose. So he's congested as fucking shit. So he has to sound like he has no nasal problems. So he breathes in and he sounds like a fucking pig as he goes.
While also you can take that same voice for a character like Asgore. So with Asgore in Deltarune, I gave him the deeper dad tone, but he wouldn't have the deeper dad tone. He would actually honestly have a gruffer, gravelier tone, but with a kindness behind it.
So you have that light tone, where it's talking like this, where you still have the monstrous growl behind it, but that little air of softness to show that he truly cares and truly feels sorrow for what he has to do to your main character before he destroys the mercy bar and fights you on your level.
I hope all that makes sense. They want to be as good as improv as those people who stream trucking sim and pretend like they actually are crashing when they crash the trucking game. That's not hard. You just have to play the game off stream a little bit to kind of learn the timing behind it, and you'll be pretty good to go with it. Okay, we have a raid. Mix and match voice effects to bring across your impression of the character. Exactly. That is exactly it. But hello! Stream is going fantastic. Is your name pronounced? How do I pronounce your name? Is it Oish? Is it Awish? Is it? How do I pronounce your name? I know I'm gonna butcher that, and I feel so bad. But like, what's up? Thank you for following. Welcome everyone. We've actually been having long discussions today because I am kind of going through a character rebranding and changing a lot of stuff up. I'm a pumpkin now, which this is my first time meeting you, but hi, welcome. I'm going to give the old intro for everyone coming in. Hi, welcome. I'm Zombie Scadop, your coffee shield, gingerbread, undead, and I'm happy to meet you. I play horror games and indie titles and Splatoon and Monster Hunter. We play a little bit of everything here. But come, sit. Grab a cup of coffee. Tell me about yourself. How do you do? What were you playing tonight? What were you getting into? How have you been? How was your day? And how was your day to all of your lovely peeps that are here with you? Here, give me a second. Give me a second. Here, I gotta do something. I have somebody here rating me. I gotta do the thing. I have to go and check you out real quick. I have to go check you out real quick. Let's go see. Dealy D. Pull that up right here. Beep. And 1 sec. I'm gonna go check you out. Wait, I gotta do the thing. What's up, Sunflower? Welcome. Wait, I'm gonna go check you out. Oh, just 1 second. Just 1 second. Peace be good. Peace be good. Peace be good. I have to go check out our new friend. I gotta go check out our new friend. I'll be right back. Let's see. Plays look outside. Plays Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, okay. Oh, guys. We have swanky content here. I'm telling you, we got swanky content here. Just 1 sec. I wish I got more stuff. Let's see. There. Oh, Jeebus! Hi! 1 second. See, they're a variety streamer who keeps things fun and dark with a sense of humor. Let's see. They'll say they like ghost Pokemon. I really like anybody who likes ghost Pokemon. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, this is already good. It's looking great so far. Let's see what we got here. They've done Vampire Survivors, and a lot of you guys love Vampire Survivors. They've done Demonologist, which is a fun game. Yeah, okay. I'm coming back. Just a little second here. Sorry, I shrank. Gotta drink some coffee to get bigger. There we go. Okay. So yeah, no, go check this guy out. Go check this guy out. They do a lot of content that I know you guys are absolutely enthralled by, so go show them some love. Oh, let's give you something here. Beep. copy, and let's paste that in the chat again, just because I can. We'll also post it over to the YouTube side of things, so you can go check them out. Here you go. Whoop. Bam! Sorry, we do silly stuff here. We do silly stuff here. But that actually goes to the lesson I'm teaching everybody today. I'm teaching people how to be a VTuber. I'm teaching things that a lot of like how-to videos don't tell you. I was supposed to be playing Look Outside, but I got sidetracked and started talking. Welcome to live entertainment, everyone. But no, okay. So like that right there. Do stuff like that. You have somebody new.
Muffin button.
Oh no. Oh no. Ugh. Okay. We are on a side quest. We are on a side quest. But do stuff like that. I animate your character. Your character's supposed to be a cartoon of some kind. Animate them. Be animated. Go literally see people. Go literally see people. That's what I literally just went off screen to go see people. And when I moved them off screen, I went and checked out their thing. Do stuff like that. Thank you for coming in. First off, thank you very much for the raid. But also thank you very much because that was a great teaching tool. Exponential. We throw things at they do. They throw lots of stuff at me and it is rude. Ow! Rude. But welcome. Currently going through a rebranding. My name is Zombies Going On, but this little character here, his name is Patch. Patch Hallows. And hello to you. Oh God. Where's it coming from? Ah, it's everywhere! Ugh. Ah. Okay. Lord help me. But no, I've been telling people how to find their characters and the stuff that they do. In fact, community voted for Patch's name. They did! The community here are the peeps that, like, voted for the name. The name came from the community here. And so now I'm explaining to people, like, how to discover your character. What to do with them. How to discover what you're going to do. How to animate yourself. How to pick a voice. How to use your voice. How to learn how you're wanting to animate yourself. I found my character. He's in Marvel Rivals. Let me guess. He's got a weird fixation with the moon, doesn't he? Wait, no. No. It's a giant knot fish. It's a giant knot fish. He's not a fish. Did you know that he had a crossover recently with DC with Aquaman? So like they had a Marvel DC crossover, and he's got a really cute comic right now with Aquaman. And it's freaking hilarious. I freaking loved it. You would love it, Fuzzy. You would love it. And myself so too big. Bam. Yeah, it's very recent. It's very recent. They had a crossover. They're doing a massive like crossover right now. Well, let's say massive. It's not massive, but they have that Supergirl being crossover with Blade, which I didn't think would work, but it's working actually really well. Like there's like a lot of like little like character crossovers. The moon honks shoes. But yeah, no, so it kind of accidentally became a chat and chill stream because I've been just explaining everything with the character while explaining things that are going to be changing and everything else and the possibility of a name change and a bunch of other things. So I hope y'all are doing well. I hope that you enjoy your time here. Not my shoes! No, not my shoes! No! This guy's been yapping for 2.5 hours. We don't mind. Well, we're really big on community here. We're really big, like, anything that, like, I do, if people ask questions on how to be taught, on how to do the thing, I want people to be able to do everything I can. I encourage people to do exactly what I do here. I love making friends. I love doing weird stuff. I like teaching my friends new cool things. What is up, Zach? How do you do? Now, that is another thing, since you guys have been helping out with so much stuff and helping me acquire so many things. if we make enough, I'm going to be making a goal thing for the cards. And if we make it happen, I'm going to give you guys a really big present. I'm going to give you guys a really big present. Because what I want to give you guys, and I'm gonna have to work out some logistics on this, but I want to give you guys, because Zach just reminded me of something I'm working on, but I'm going to be giving you guys a pet cam so you can still see the pets, the burbs, the cat. I'm gonna give her a present. Am I about to get hit in the face with more candy? Because I know a lot of you guys miss seeing them all the time. Panda's giving presents to everybody. I need a moderator to please drop some bonus packs in the chat. We need some mini packs on the double, please. I would appreciate. But yeah, no. So like, does everything I'm saying like make sense? So that means we're getting an alpaca. Can't. Right. Get the one that ate my hands. Is getting pet or pet 4? I'm not going to give him pet. I have retired that number. I've retired. Like anything that gets added will be an additional retired. Thirsty peeps. I get that in a moment after giving this. Oh yeah. Everyone thirsty for some Leon. I need to eventually just like make a gif of just Leon getting hit by water, but I think that would give you guys too much. I think I might have people pass out from seeing such a thing. Yeah. I have to see if I can animate that, because I'd have to animate that in pixel form. You can't just say that and not do it. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I have to figure out how to animate it properly. My animation skills for that aren't as good as they used to be. I'm having to reteach myself how to do a lot of this stuff. Look, I even was in such a hurry to tell you to do that I misspelled just. Oh, Lord help me. Lord help me. I'll work on some stuff, see what I can do for that, because I think that'd be pretty funny. Do it for the lulz. Lord, that makes God. I'm old. I am so old. Why did I say that? Why did I just might as well just expire right here. Ugh. Okay, we're back. Anyway. But see, also subtle stuff like that. Like every time we die, like see, you could just, I can just hit this button. We just have a ghost here. This is like that, like doing this. Every time y'all play something that like does that, we do this. I lean my head into that for the animation. I play dead for the animation. Literally, I can suck myself back into my. Okay, we're back. I'm alive again. What did I miss? You know, stuff like that. Like learn to animate your character, animate yourself. That's one of the biggest things I can tell you. That's one of the biggest lessons I can teach you. Learn to animate yourself, because no one ever says that across any of these videos I've seen for how to be a successful VTuber, how to be a good VTuber. Do the thing. Make your character come alive. Let your character become yours. And by most of the chat, usually it's me and Panda being the most vocal. Oh, there are others. There are others, but y'all are the absolute most vocal. But yeah, that's a big part of it. If you want to do this, it's not hard. You just have to think about it. This is all using your imagination. This is like that's it. Use your noodle. Do the noodle dance. Use your noodle. Use your imagination. Let your imagination run fucking rampant. It's how we have shit like getting shit thrown at me in the specific items that get thrown at me when they do. It's how all this stuff gets attached, how all this stuff works. It's because of that. Okay, back to getting those mini packs ready. I got distracted by Leon. I mean, he is a good thing to be distracted by. Let's just be real. But yeah, no, like that's the thing you have to take into account is how can I use what can I imagine this character doing? What can I imagine this character doing? What can I do? What are the limitations? And how can I get around them? My character doesn't have moving parts other than his head, and his jacket sways a bit. And my little tiny like stem sways. These are all things that I have that I can do, and then I have like my 3 base animations. So how can I do more with that? We turn to a puppet, he walks off screen. We can move stuff. I have stuff that throws at me. I have my movements. I have my voices I can use. Like, that's how I do things. I have a lot of limitations as a character. This character cannot do much. But we make him do a fuck ton. The lighting effect, that's not standard on this model. It has like a very dim thing that I had to like escalate by a fuck ton and add more stuff to make it happen. Think of what your character would do. Like, okay, so I have an example. So, like, y'all seen with the pumpkin and with me, because, like, I make his face like, why? Because he's got a candle inside him. You can't see the candle, but he obviously has to have one. He's a fucking jack-o'-lantern. That's what's standard in a jack-o'-lantern. Right? Right. But, like, okay, so, Kami uses on their streams a PNG tuber, and they use a PNG of their Inkling, which is or their Octoling to be more specific. An Octoling in a witch's outfit. Oh no. No! No! Ugh! The smell is so bad. I'm awake! I'm alive! Jesus! Yeah, see? Shit like that. Like, it's learning how to do stuff in tandem. It's learning how to do this stuff together. So, like, say we have Kami. So what would I add? If we were to take Kami's character and turn Kami into a VTuber. We were to take their exact model and it's a VTuber. Or we give Kami a witch VTuber. So what will we add to make Kami's character come to life? A lot of it is going to come down to facial expressions and how they move on the camera. That's going to be a thing. But, like, okay, so, 1 second. Because I could also technically use this in tandem with my own character anyway. Let's see. Something for Kami. I'll send you this image later. You can feel free to use this to add to your character. But something simplistic like this, like having a book on their table. And having a book that, like, magically opens. This is something to add to their character. This adds and emphasizes that the character is a magical being in some way, shape, or form. If Kami wanted to tell, like, a fun story or fun facts, or treat their game literally like it was a story, they could have something with, like, an opening book that shows up on their stream that does this. They could have, like, things that, like, when they hit animation, instead of going bleh, they could have something more like say they're shocked by something, they could have, like, a little, like, cat that pops up from behind their head that could be animated through a stream deck, or even animated through, like, just a hotkey to where, like, a shot cat pops up from behind them, or even from under their hat. Adding something like just mystical sparkles that happen when they're excited about something, like have, like, sparkly shiny gifts that, like, a sparkly shiny gif or 3D object that just, like, pops up on the screen whenever they go like this, or they go and just have, like, magical sparkles show up everywhere the second they do that. Like, this is stuff that, like, you have to use your imagination with the characters. This is what I would do if I were to animate Kami. I would animate Kami to be magical. I would probably have to like a dee. Say Kami need to get rid of something on screen. Kami need to get rid of something on screen. A simple thing that could be done is adding this to a move transition and literally having this the way we get a transparent one. I just didn't have a transparent one right offhand. You have something like this and it just like hops and sweeps off the screen whatever needs to go away. You know, something like that, adding to the witchy theme, adding to the witchy vibe of what their character looks like. You know, stuff like that. Leon. Things I'm excited about. I was like, Leon. Yeah, I forced that joke. Hang on, I'm going to take care of it myself. It's like, it's how can you do it? How can you add to your character? How can you add more fun? How can you make stuff move? How can you make stuff float? What do you want to add? What do you want to do? Make it a thing. And just figure out where to put it. Actually, I could do something like this. I can actually do something like literally like on screen right now. Let's do this, do that, add this. One second. Beep. Okay, so I have this little broom here now, right? I can have this broom anywhere I wanted to. So what would I do? I'd go like here. I'd drag it all the way down. Put it right behind the pumpkin scene and extend size and like have it just floating in the background. You can even do this with a still image with like the 3D filter that I like to add to a lot of stuff. The 3D filter has a lot more effects than just make something 3D. You can go to filters, go to add, go to, I think this is one I want to add to. Is this one? Yep, that's the one. So I have that, and now because I want it to be extra magical, what I can do is I can first off change the rotation just a little bit, go all the way down, adding that there, and then adding see, that's going to mess that up. That's going to mess that up. Essentially, what you would do is you'd add a wobble effect to it, so it floats up and down and bobbles up and down more. Add. There we go. So that adds that there, and we go here. We add wiggle. Increase the wiggle by a lot, and then we add to scale. So now it has a full floating wiggling effect wherever it is on the screen. And I've even added a 3D effect to it now. So now it looks like it's an object that's actually here instead of just a random PNG. So we put it in front of the pumpkin so you can get a better look at it and see it's actually now in a 3D space for the item itself. We'll scale it down just a little bit. And I can tilt it, rotate it around, this, that, and the other. It's going to wobble, and it's got this little wiggle effect, and all that good jazz. So now I have a magical broom that way I can do anything with. This is something I would do for Kami. This is what I would do if I was telling Kami, hey, this is kind of what you need to look into for doing this thing. And I can even, if I wanted to, animate it to where it just constantly spun round and round and round to give it even a little more emphasis, to give it a little more magic. And then you put like a sparkle effect on it, and boom, you have more shit you can do with this. It comes down to like, this is something I just thought of in a span of literally just a minute. If I can do this in a minute, y'all can do this too. It's not, this isn't hard. It just takes time and training your brain to think off kilter just a little bit. Ta-da! And it wiggles around the screen as much as you want it to. And that's it. That's how this works. Ta-da! Thing! And in seconds, that went from a flat 2D object to something that moves, that could be used for a VTuber. You use that for a PNG. Like, okay, so like even better. So like we have Kami and their PNG on the screen, right? Kami's PNG has a sitting pose. You could literally lump both of them together in a scene and animate the scene to bobble up and down. So you have Kami literally sitting on the broom, moving all the time. Even if it's just a little bit, even if it's like that little bit of wobble, now there's a little more depth to Kami's character, which draws more attention. So this also works for stuff like PNG tubers. Like, figure out what you want to do to emphasize your character and what they are. I hate going into like business terms, this kind of shit, but you have to be on brand for yourself. Your character is going to be unified in a thing. Your character can be multifaceted, but you still have to hit the theme of your character to make it more appealing, to keep adding stuff to it, to keep dragging stuff in, which is another reason why we have Patch here. I can add stuff to his coffee-loving, pumpkin-brained look and aesthetic and everything here because I know everything about this aesthetic. It's why we run with this instead of me being like a superhero. I know a shit ton about superheroes, but I couldn't do a superhero character as a stream character because that's not what I'm about. I'm about spooky shit. But he's cute, so you have something that's a little more like lighthearted. You know, does this make sense? Am I making sense? Like, am I overcomplicating this? Are y'all understanding what I'm trying to get across? Is this helping? Is this helpful? Is the best question to ask. Is this helpful? That's what I really want to know. Is it helpful? Is this helping people? Same thing with Panda. I would lean into the Panda theme. Panda is a Panda humanoid character. So I would lean into that or Panda's interest. In this case, Panda is a Panda humanoid character that loves horror games and is very well known for playing Huntress in Dead by Daylight or playing a scary survivor in Dead by Daylight. So I would lean into stuff like this. Like, I gotta find like a transparent of this. There we go. Bam, get, save. And we're gonna drag this in over here. Now, because this would work on my model, load in image. I would grab this. For when Panda's literally playing like Dead by Daylight, I would grab this image right here, and now it's attached to me. So when Panda is playing Dead by Daylight, if Panda's playing Killer and Panda's playing Huntress, now Panda can be a Panda Huntress. You know, something like that. Just like add a little extra emphasis. And this can be done in a plethora of ways. This could be done for like, just like, hey, look, ta-da, I did the thing. Or this could also be done as like a point redeem, a card redeem, any kind of thing like that. It can be added like that kind of thing and attached to the model, and it just attaches and works. Like, it just, like, your imagination is the only thing that will restrict you in any of this. It is the only thing that will restrict you in any of this by any way, shape, form of the imagination is literally your imagination. Where Patches go? He's hunting rabbits. But yeah, so that's it. It's like doing stuff like that. If Panda were to do a VTuber, that'd be one of the first things I would say. It's like, add something to them for what you're doing. How's that, Huntress? Can I get an autograph? It's like, and you like these patches that are on patch here. These are items. These are that's attached to me like the mask was just attached to me. This is not originally part of this model. I drew patches and put them onto patch. I did that because his name became Patch. So to emphasize his name, to give more of a reason for his name, and to emphasize more that he's a puppet as well as a pumpkin, I added patches to him because this added more emphasis to y'all choosing his name. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting survivors. So yeah, your own imagination is your only limitation. Especially if you're a VTuber, like even as a normal content creator, your imagination is your only limitation. But as a VTuber, it's literally you're a fucking cartoon. Use the Toon Force. Fucking do shit. Do the thing. You will be fine. I believe in you. So even if you don't believe in you, believe in the me that believes in you. Or people can redeem and put me on a hook. That's doable. There's a thing that I sent to the Coalition Discord of something else that I can do with my model that I definitely suggested for Panda, because it'd be great for Panda. It's even better for PNG tubers than it is for VTubers, but I'm going to utilize it too. But like, it's definitely something I would advise. That thing I showed you would actually work for doing exactly that, Panda. That thing I sent there, that would work exactly for that. Or you could just have a hook. What you would need is you need a hook with two PNG files. One for the base of the hook, and then one for the hook that's coming through you. You would attach the one that's coming through you to the model, and you would attach the ones to the back, the one for the base of the hook to the back of the model. And when you do all of that, like what you do is you would set it as a scene, so it automatically would pick your character up and lock your character to the hook without you having to worry if it's aligned properly. I would still buy Chicken Dance. Lord, I'm gonna delete Chicken Dance. Imagine you having a VTuber model doing a little Chicken Dance. That would be fucking hilarious. I'd be all about that. I'd be all about that shit. Oh, I've got a weird one I could do on the fly. I can do one on the fly. As long as this doesn't shit the bed, this will be hilariously easy to do. Okay, so like, I have my character, right? I have the character y'all all know about, right? So something else you can do, you can duplicate your scenes. You can duplicate your scenes. And you can move characters around in your scene by duplicating it. So what we're going to do here, I want to do this just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to have to delete all this after the fact. So we add me back in here. So I'm here for this. And we're going to... nerf this here. And then I'm going to go to this, add filter, add... Let me double check something real quick before I do all of that and fuck something up. Go here to my main scene. Okay, so yeah, that's there like that. So we go back here and go back here where I have him right now. Okay, so we have me right here, right? And let's add this for the sake of adding it. Let's do this way so it's a little bit easier, so I can make this a little bit smoother. Let's add no, I want to keep it like that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna add a filter. We're gonna add a chroma key to this to make that disappear for a minute. Because I'm just doing this for the sake of showing off what this can do. Okay, so we have me like right here. Da da da. It's gonna look kind of weird because of the chroma keying, because I use a different method for this usually. But so like we have me standing right here, and I'm just a little guy doing little guy things. And then we go here. And let's yeet that. Grab this. And duplicate that. I'm going to move him over here. And I'm going to move him below the chat box. I'm going to add an additional filter to him. Add 3D blocking. Flatten 3D blocking so I still appear normal. And then we're going to turn him slightly at an angle so it looks like he's poking out. So I'm right here now. I have to do that as a source clone. But essentially, I used to do this with Astrid, where I would sit there and I would have the same scene multiple times, and I would have myself at all sorts of different angles, so it looked like I was popping out of places. So like I was moving around the camera whenever I got jump scared. So I could be like, oh my god, I'm hiding behind something. Like I'd have Astrid hide behind a plushie, or I'd have him hide behind an object. I'd have him hide behind stuff. So it looked like he was literally moving around the screen. And you can do that a lot simpler with the move command. Like, you literally have it where it just, like, yeets behind something now. But, like, you can do it in a rudimentary form where it works like that and make all of that work that way. Beep. Remove. That's also how you would get effects like this, is you add filters to give yourself effects like this so you can move anywhere you want the character to move. Yeah, you remember! Astrid hiding behind Dromodramon in kindergarten. When I was playing the game Kindergarten, I would have him hide behind shit all the time. Like his little plushie Mark, the Dromodramon. Stuff like that. Like, and people ate that shit up. Why? Because it was silly. It was funny. It was in character because he's a scaredy cat. Or at least he was. We evolved him some since then. So I could see it being something you hit a button for a reaction to match status. Like, if you're on a hook in game, then your PNG is on the hook. But that might get funky to manage. No, that'd be easy to do. That'd be, like, if I had a little more time with it, I could do that with the PNG model. And if we gave, like, I could make it really funny. We could give Panda, like, kind of like a paper effect, kind of, because they're a PNG, they're a flat image. I could give, like, a paper effect to Panda, and have Panda, like, a piece of paper that's been stuck on a hook, which would be fucking hilarious. She was number one! You know, shit like that. It's how can you get creative with what you have. Use what you have, too. I meant it in the sentence of remembering to turn it on and off in the middle of a match. I mean, even if it was having a little match, they could be on hook for the match. You know, something like that. Like they could play a card and put them on put them on hook, or she could play, she could have it as a Twitch redeem, and they put her on a hook for a set amount of time. You can even have it timed to a move command, to where it's like you put a timer on the move command, and when the move command's done, it reverts back to normal. You can have that set as long as you want to. You can have it set to where it's hours, or you can have it set where it's seconds. Like you could have that all built in a move command prompt. Theme song for patch if they were an agent of OWCA. Oh. But yeah, no. So like it's how do you do the thing? There's so much you can do. The world is open to you when you're doing content creation. Your only limitation is you. Especially with a VTuber. So I hope this has been insightful to everyone here so far. I hope y'all are enjoying this, of me kind of giving a peek behind the curtain. 15-pound cat has decided I'm a bed. That happens with beans all the time. But yeah, so what do you think of this look behind the curtain? Because I love to teach people how to do this stuff. I love this kind of stuff. How is that an uh-oh, right? So uh-oh if you gotta get up and do something. For me, my cat, has, a psychic power to know if I either have to go to the bathroom or if I have to go eat something, and that's when he wants to sit on me. That's when Beans is like, yep, you're not going anywhere. But no, I've actually thought about making video content and I am working on a video right now, of my journey of becoming a VTuber. How I went from me to this. I need to get up. See, told you. And just, because I feel like not enough information is given. There's a lot of information out there, but there's a lot of stuff people don't think about. Like being animated, like how to animate yourself, like how to do this kind of thing. They never mention it, because to them, it's second nature. But then I see tons of people that are brand new to this stuff that just fucking sit there. They sit there. They're too it's already a problem with streaming to begin with. If you run to a content creator that is just slate faced, staring at their screen, not reading chat, and just I'm just here. But where it gets bigger for me is when you're a VTuber, they don't move when they talk. They don't animate themselves. They don't give emphasis. They don't give agency to their character. Even characters that have moving mouths and shit. Be animated with it. You're a cartoon. You're not a human anymore. You're a cartoon. Act like it. Do cartoon things because you can. Do silly. Be silly. Own it. Live with it. Love it. Do the weird thing. Say the weird thing. You know? After the $3 that like to use me as a bed, they have helped me sleep many times. Oh, I feel that. I took a nap today, and Beans, when I woke up, Beans was wrapped around my arm, dead asleep. I'm like, oh no. I moved, and the first thing he did was turn my finger into a hot dog. He just chomp. He's like, no, this is my plushie now, don't move. I was like, that's not the plushie, Beans. He has a plushie he sleeps with. He sleeps wrapped around a little All Might plushie I have that he's ripped the little hair antenna thingies off of. He carries that fucking plushie all throughout the house. He has that and a little gingerbread man that he carries around with him. He'll fall asleep with him a lot. It's really fucking cute. I need to catch a picture of it sometime. But every time I see it, he's asleep and I don't have my fucking phone on me. I set it in the kitchen or something. he has a little green bed he sleeps in that's like shaped like the alien from Toy Story. Say the weird thing. I absolutely should not. The amount of weird shit we say and do on here, like, sometimes it can be a very clip-worthy event. But yeah, no, along with this evolution, I'm starting to make video content that's going to be posted. I'm making short content that's going to be posted. I'm going to post stuff on Instagram. I'm going to post stuff on Twitter. I'm going to post stuff on Blue Sky. I'm going to be a little bit of everywhere. To just kind of be like, here I am, come see me, come hang out, and come learn some stuff, and come have some fun, and come laugh at stupid shit. Because that's what I think everyone should be able to do. But I also want to know that, like, so many people make this seem like it's such a hard thing to do. It's not. It's a time-consuming thing. You have to learn a lot. I'm not going to tell you that, like, you can just, like, sit down, just poke everything in, and it just works. There's going to be a lot of shit you're going to fuck up. But don't be afraid to fuck up. Like, again, I could point to Kami and Panda on this. They watched me build this recently. Like, build a lot of the actual shit that I've given you guys recently. And they watched me troubleshoot through a million different things as I was doing it. You see Bean's bed? That sounds hilarious. It's cute! It's super cute. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of the bed itself. Because they have, like, 3 beds. This is the only one they use. Aside from just laying in our bed. This isn't my picture of the bed. It's one I just grabbed off the internet. But this is essentially the bed. This is their bed they sleep in. Beep. Beep. Grab and pull and boop. This is the bed they have. The claw. Sorry. But that's their bed. It's you can get it at Minnesota. There's a Minnesota in our area that we got this from, and that's Bean's bed. That's what he sleeps in. The clock. But yeah, no. It all comes down to what you want to show people. That's cute. It was in Myuu's office for like the longest time, but she brought it downstairs for him because she was spending more time downstairs than she was upstairs in her office. So now that's like after he went from sleeping up there all the time to sleeping down here. But yeah, so it just think outside the box. Do the weird thing. Do the weird shit. Try everything. And that's something else I cannot stress enough. You're gonna have shit that's not gonna land. You're gonna have shit that's gonna fail. You're gonna have a joke that doesn't land. You're gonna have something that like people are like, oh, I don't like that. It doesn't look right, or it looks ugly, or I don't like how this is done. Like, look at my chat box. My chat box over here. Okay, so this chat box, I've been trying to turn the chat box into a 3D object on my screen for years because I've seen other people do it and I like the aesthetic of it. And every time I did it, it failed. People hated it. They didn't like how it looked. They didn't like how it sat. They didn't like anything about it. They hated this fucking 3D chat box. Get the 3D chat box off the screen. Go back to the normal shit or take the chat box completely out. Like, that bombed a million fucking times before that worked. And now it looks good. It fits. You gotta figure out a way, like, test. Try. Do thing. Make thing happen. Do thing again. Try it again. Get back on the damn horse. I don't like horses, but get on the horse. Do it again. Do it again. but do it differently. Every time you get on it, don't do the same thing expecting a different result. Change it, make it different, make it work, make it fit. Figure out what you like and don't like about it, and then do it again. And eventually you'll get there, and it will work. You'll have some stuff that you will never use. You'll have some stuff you've learned that has no practicality or no use. But because you learned it, you may learn to do something different with it. Again, try. Do. You're gonna fail. Failure happens. And try again. Just don't quit. You're not beat until you quit. That's when it's done. When you quit, well, that's it. It's over. But as long as you don't quit, try it. You may not use the thing that you did it for, but you'll figure out something else to do with it. And keep at it. You'll get there. I have to stress this kind of shit to people all the damn time. I have to teach people new things all the damn time. And ask and look shit up. Google is your friend. YouTube is your friend. Talk to friends that do the same things you do. There are a million content creators you can check out.
Don't believe in yourself.
There we go.
Believe in me. Believe in the commoner who believes in you.
Like, okay, so like, there's someone else in our circle of content creators who's actually very helpful with this. Someone who's a very, very well and experienced VTuber. And that would be Starlit Siren, aka the reason why I started there is because like he goes by Aurelia now. But they are a phenomenal content creator. Check out. He does great work and he thinks of new shit all the time. And he's a VTuber. He's been doing this far longer than I have. They've been doing it for years. They've been doing it consistently far longer than I have. And he's a fantastic creator to check out. He like, you can learn a lot from him, and he likes to teach people shit too. Ari, that's it. Ari's new models are so good, right? They are far more experienced than I am, and he's thrown everything at the wall and tried it. That's just it. He thinks like I do. It's like, try it. If it fails, well, put it on the back burner, learn how to fix it. He does phenomenal shit. Is a great case study of what to actually do. Kami, can we get a link to him in the chat real quick? I still can't believe I messed up names. It's Ari. Who is Aurelia? Who's the other person I'm thinking? But no, he does phenomenal work. He does phenomenal work. And he's a brilliant case study of someone to go check out if you want to become a VTuber. Watch him. Watch him work. Oh, I did get it right. Okay, I thought I was being stupid. I was like, I thought that was right. But yeah, he is a brilliant case study of who to go check out. Go show him some love. Go do the thing. Alright, it's like 2 o'clock. This became a chat and chill stream. I apologize. I'll change a lot of the stuff. I was about to ask if I should eat like the chat. Link the eat chat, and then we're going to go on raid on the Twitch side of things. Because I just saw somebody go live that I haven't ever gotten to raid. Let me make sure that they are actually live before I 100% commit to this. Refresh this. One sec. Let's see. It may not actually be allowed. I may have got the notification late because that does sometimes happen. So they're live. Go check them out. Let's see. Where are you? 10 people that I watch live right now. Let's go here. If they're live, we'll go raid them. If not, we'll raid somebody on YouTube. Beep. Let's see. That's why I'm gonna find them and spell their name wrong. Let's beep, beep. Are you live? No, they're not currently live. Okay. Yeah, I got a late notification. Damn. Okay. So we'll hit somebody up on YouTube. We'll do that today. So we got anybody on YouTube right now. Let's see. Looks like they're live. I haven't seen them in a hot minute. Okay, so I've had a lot of people that tell me I need to play Pocopia, so we're gonna go raid somebody playing Pocopia. We're gonna go raid Frosty Lemon. We're gonna show them some. We haven't gotten to do that in a hot minute, so we're gonna do that and go over here, go to beep, up, work, doodly do. I'm also gonna post them in the Twitch chat so everyone can go find them. Go here, go to the redirect settings, so it just yeets everybody over there. And add redirect. Alright, so we'll go ahead and call it all here. As you'll notice, what's always going on, your coffee fueled gingerbread undead, aka Patch Hollows. The guy made of pumpkin spice, and apparently everything nice according to you guys. We're gonna take care of yourselves, take care of each other as always was a nightmare. We're gonna go on this coffee raid, because that'll never change. At least not right now. And we're gonna do the thing. I will see all of you little peeps again tomorrow. We're gonna I'm probably gonna actually play this tomorrow, but I've got other games that are coming as well. I was about to say. But no, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go do the thing. Get ready to go and do the stuff. Here we go. DLT. I want to post this over in the Twitch chat so everyone can know where we're going today. All right. Have a wonderful night, peeps. Man, peeps, go on this coffee raid. Me.